Chevalieris is what you said. Hey, good morning.
Oh.
It's the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
Hello, hello. There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hey, Chick.
And yet a new facial hair adventure with a different style. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Here's Tom to take a first look at Josh. Tom?
Okay, now Josh started with his winter's beard. Full, big, bushy beard. Very impressive. And then you lopped off just the chin first. So it was like massive sideburns going into a stash. Then it was the handlebar mustache with the sideburns.
Yes.
Then just the handlebar mustache.
Yes.
Today it's just a sort of a traditional, normal mustache.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Kind of the Tom Selleck, kind of.
yes.
It's regular bushy, yeah.
My least favorite of the looks.
Oh, okay.
This is.
All right.
What are your thoughts?
Good.
Oh, Pat's a fan.
I like.
I liked yesterday's better than
I did too.
today's.
Yeah. If I'm going to do a mustache, I'm keeping it
long.
down.
Yeah.
I like the first cut you had. No hair on your chin.
I also liked it.
The big chops. And,
Yeah, this one looks like you're a math teacher who still uses a slide rule.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not going to give up.
I can solve this problem faster with my slide rule than you can with your calculator.
right.
Do they even make those anymore? I suppose they're
Yeah,
so
I think
must,
so,
yeah.
yeah. I think this is your first responder look. Like a firefighter,
Right, yeah.
police
Oh, yeah.
officer. That's what I'm getting from
Yeah.
this.
You could be in that Drunken Lizard or whatever, that movie, or they're Super Troopers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The broken lizard
Broken Lizard, yeah.
dudes. Yes, for
Yeah,
sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, or maybe with a cowboy hat, you could be the cowboy in the Village People.
Oh, he was a mustachioed man?
Just like that.
Okay.
Kind of a.
That was yesterday. That was.
seven. No, did he? He didn't have the Fu Manchu though,
I think
did he?
he did. Yeah, he had a bushy.
No, the bushy one was the leather guy, right?
Well, you'd know.
yeah.
You're
you'd know
the
more than
one
we
who followed him around with you and your buddies around.
Yeah, it was like the Grateful Dead fans, the the people heads. I don't know.
And instead of cheering for them face on, you should rush
Yeah, of course,
to
yeah.
him on the stage.
Okay, good.
I love you.
Okay, well, we got a lot going on. About a couple headlines alone are so exciting. We've got a boyfriend being locked in a storage unit.
He deserved it. I know nothing about the situation.
Yeah, you know something? It's interesting. You never know.
You know, although this week has been illuminating, Jess mentioned that women are diabolical. And are you sticking to that?
Yeah.
Because the scenario she set up yesterday is that some women, if you don't get along with somebody at work and your window's down in the parking lot, they will throw random hair ties into your car to make your significant other assume that you're having an affair.
Yeah.
That is diabolical.
Yeah.
And you also made the statement to us, boys, you pay for it one way or the other.
And none of you argued with me. So, yeah.
No, we didn't.
Can't argue with that.
Well, yeah, that's kind of end of show. We have another headline involving a woman trashing ex-boyfriend's car.
Yeah.
But there's a problem.
Oops.
Beyond. Yeah, you'll find out about that.
What was the movie where one of the stars set the car on fire?
I think it's Waiting to Exhale. She does.
Oh, right.
Or Stella got her groove back? Or
Yeah.
is that right?
I think it's Waiting to Exhale. It's Angela Bassett
Yes.
both times.
Yeah, I know it was Angela. I thought it was Angela Bassett.
Yeah.
Sets the car on fire when they break up.
Boy, it's
Well, Left Eye.
Burned the house down.
Burned the house down.
Left Eye, yeah, it was Andre Rison's house. I know what you're, yes, I'm
She was
familiar
mad
with
about something.
Yeah,
Andre
she
Rison.
put,
Okay, sorry, I was thinking about something.
Okay.
Yeah, but, I'll tell you off the air.
Okay.
Nut.
I'm very excited. I have not looked at the letters yet.
I have, and they're wonderful and amazing, and each in their own wonderful way.
yes.
And
I got a couple poems.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
Oh, Poem Friday.
and Pat has an opportunity to continue with one of his songs that's become kind of a staple on this show,
It's a cult favorite.
involving a new news story, and we had huge news from the world of golf. In two forms, we have.
It's happened before, but yeah, he had a really good round.
You're now allowed to throw one shot with your hand. Yes. And in every.
I think you should get in touch with somebody in charge of one of these sports because you got a lot of good ideas
Thank you.
about the NFL and pass interference and now this golf. thing.
Run your pass interference concept by me again now.
It should be legal. There is no such thing as pass interference. If you don't tackle that man, he's going to catch the ball.
So the guy, the offensive receiver,
Yes.
comes off the lines and starts running out there, and then you tackle him so he can't catch the ball.
Yeah, otherwise you can catch the ball and go score.
I like it.
It does bring a whole new angle into
That's the way we played in the backyard.
If the goal is to defend.
yeah.
Now, just when you thought you've seen everything in a headline, I'm going to just give 3 words from this headline. Pubic hair transplants.
No kidding.
And I'll tell you what,
Who worries about their pubic hair?
but I'm going to give you a guess here. If none of you have seen this article. This is happening in what city in America? I think this is an easy guess.
Bohemian?
Miami?
Is correct.
Oh, I didn't even read the story yet.
Good job. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all that weird stuff's always coming out of Miami.
A lot of girth in Miami.
Yeah, the penis length thing, and the guy arrested for adding, was it like tire filler to a woman's buttocks? Remember that one? Hey, you're okay, people. But we'll find out about pubic hair transplants. And
Now, Tom, didn't you have a certain nickname in school when you were showering around the boys at first? Your pubic hair was not coming in.
Yeah, there was an era where it was very unfortunate.
They called him Piglet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
That's some rough bullying right there.
That's why you're the way you are now.
That's some high-dollar bullying.
Well, and that actually leads to another story. We talked about this, I don't know, maybe a decade ago, and there was just a big article about it in a paper in Minnesota about boys having to swim naked at their schools.
Right.
Yeah.
At public schools.
We talked about this a long time ago, and there are an alarming number of people who this happened to, and the explanation is...
There's a very valid explanation for it.
No, I don't think it is.
And we had more than one person weigh in as to why this was done. But this is an article from the Star Tribune, the Minnesota Star Tribune, and it's about the tradition of nude swimming by male students. And it continued into the 70s.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a really valid reason that they did it.
Well, I guess I can see what Chick's saying, though, is yes, they had a reason. It doesn't stand up to today's validity standards.
Oh, it would never happen.
Yeah.
It sounds like a reason that
A pervert would make up.
a molester would make up this reason.
It kind of does.
Don't you think?
You don't, yeah.
Are you going to give the explanation? We're coming back with it.
I can give it right now.
All right.
The explanation was, and from more than one person, they didn't want the boys to bring bathing suits in to schools because when they'd swim, they'd put them in their lockers and the lockers would rust. So to avoid that, they just
swam in the nude.
Yeah,
So putting hooks somewhere else outside of the lockers.
Yeah.
and we had more than one person explain that to us, and but yeah, it was a thing, including in public schools. So, and then there's going to be some damage done, particularly.
But girls could put their swimsuits in the lockers and they could rust.
I'm not sure if it took place at schools that were co-ed or strictly.
Okay.
But
They
Gotcha.
couldn't get away with the.
Okay.
yeah.
With the
Even
girls doing it.
even in the 50s, I think that might be a little bit of a stretch.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't. We had the option to shower in gym when we were in school.
Yeah, it was an option
wasn't
for us, too.
Yeah, it wasn't.
At what age?
Starting in 6th grade.
6th grade. Oh, wow.
Yeah, when we went, that was our middle school. So,
Wow.
yeah, elementary school was through 5th.
I didn't take showers with the football team or gym until freshman year.
That's when school sports and,
Well,
and gym class.
I have some questions. When we come back, I want to
Okay.
pick up on this. Incredible, great names in the news. Sometimes your name is your destiny. In this case, running a house of prostitution. I'll let you think about that for a while.
It wasn't me.
Is it Whore Mama?
It's as close. If you're fishing, you're
Yeah.
you're getting real close.
Hello, I'm Elaine Whore Mama. How are you?
Do it with an Asian accent.
Oh, hey, let me tell you about Prize Picks. Playoffs are coming. A lot of basketball, wall-to-wall ball. And the race to the playoffs is heating up, especially on Prize Picks, the best place to cash in on your favorite sports. Over 10 million members and billions of dollars in awarded winnings. Prize Picks has made daily fantasy sports accessible to everybody. The app's simple to use. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport. Pick more or less on their projection. And you could win up to 1,000 times your money. Don't miss your chance to cash in as the league's best. Fight for playoff positioning. Join Prize Picks, America's #1 daily fantasy sports app, available to play in more than 40 states, including California and Texas. Download the Prize Picks app right now and use the code TOM and get $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on Prize Picks, $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play $5. Win or lose, you'll get $50 in bonus credit just for playing. Guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
And just around the corner, of course, we'll have that news story we get every year at this time from, what is it, Christmas Gray and Party Pooper.
Oh, LaDouche.
The company that announces how much time is being lost at work because people are watching basketball. God forbid they take a little time to bond and do something but push papers.
I think last year we hit trillions of dollars, didn't we?
Oh, God. What a joke. Have some fun, folks. Check out Prize Picks. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Did you get, I mean this in kind of an odd way. I would imagine you probably had a lot of guy groupies, but not like in a traditional group. You know what I mean? In other words, dudes coming up to you.
Rod McEwen.
Guys who want to party with
Rod,
them?
Rod
There's a
McEwen.
reason why they call him Rod.
Rod waited for us in Hawaii. We were on our way to Australia, and Rod heard we were coming to, stopping in Hawaii. He waited.
At the airport?
He missed it. Yeah, at the airport. He missed his flight to meet us because he thought we were one of them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Because of the bits we did. You know?
Yeah.
What I meant was, as Christy, in other words, you guys were like,
clean it up now.
I want to party with these guys.
Party with these guys.
I mean, I imagine that'd kind of be a
buzz.
kind of be a burden though after a while.
Oh no, it was all, we just like, I don't think so, man.
We got a lot of bits from these parties, you know. We went to one party very early in our career. I think it was in Rochester.
Yeah.
And this one guy brought he was a blues collector, and he brought his famous, never heard before, Lightning Hopkins disc. And he had it on the turntable. And
Oh, no.
very carefully put the needle on there. And he sat down with his eyes closed, and some party guy ripped it out. Threw it on, put another record on. So we
was
used
cool.
that one. Remember that one? That's where we got Earache My Eye from. Hey, that's my record, man.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
I'm not a stripper person. I don't go to strip clubs. No, I don't. I just.
I know they come to you, right?
Well, kinda. So how I'm dating a stripper, I don't understand how that happened. And what happened was I met her outside of the situation. She's getting a little older to be that, and she said she was a writer. I met her at a social event. She goes, "I'm a writer," and I'm like, "Well, that's interesting. What do you write about?" She goes, "Well, I write about sex work, being a dominatrix, and stripping." And I'm like, "Why do you write about that?" She goes, "Well, that's what I do."
Oh.
So somehow or another, I just held on to writer. And
fascinating writer.
Yeah, fascinating writer.
In case your mother's still alive and you have to tell her.
See, right.
Writer.
So now I'm dating a woman who who does dominatrix work. She spanks men and says, that whole thing. And I'm not into that. That's not my bag.
Right.
I just like.
It's not my scene, baby.
It's not my scene.
No.
But I know that if I'm dating her, how am I not going to end up tied to a bed eventually? How am I
don't
gonna
know that.
Right, because I'm like, well, this is what you do. Let's give it a try.
I picture you tied to a ceiling fan and her saying goodbye.
Well, hold on, I'm writing that down. No, but here's what I could see. I go tied to ceiling fan.
Give her a good idea.
Yeah. Well, here's what I know. What'll happen is I'll end up tied to the bed. I'll be like, oh, no, I don't think I'm good with this. And she's gonna be holding a ball gag, saying the safe word is marry me. Marry me.
Mark Merritt is our guest.
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials not to hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
So how about giving Bob and Tom VIP a try? Get the link at bobandtom.com.
Doug Stanhope is with us. Let's see, we've established a few things. Doug is a single man, but he's living with a woman in
sin.
Her name is Bingo.
Her nickname, yeah.
They live in, is it Bisbee?
Christy felt the need to.
I got a great Bingo story, but I like her. She's got a really
careful,
conservative side of our family that listens to your show, and I have a great story, and I can't tell it.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well, she's very nice. We have met Bingo. She's very nice.
Yes, she's very nice. And we did a charity poker event in Miami last week.
This is the card game.
Yeah, with porn stars and me.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you hear poker.
Doug's naked a lot. Did I mention that?
You hear poker.
No, not anymore.
Not anymore?
Those days are over. Yeah.
Okay.
I bloated up when I quit smoking. I just,
You got all achy?
Yeah, I get all bloated and fat, and I try not to be naked as much as possible. I'm sure Chick can feel me on this one.
Oh, yeah, I feel you, brother.
Anyway, the only point of my story is if you're gonna have a threesome in a sleazy Best Western in Miami with a giant pile of stepped-on blow with Ginger Lynn, do it in 1983. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about last weekend.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Didn't work out well.
She's nearing 50.
Hey, wait a
Things I
minute.
should have done as a kid. Why did I finally do this now?
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee.
You're welcome.
I'm reminded of I believe it was Willie.
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? The magnet game?
The metal filings. And
you'd move the metal filings. You could change the haircut and the facial hair of.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. We're doing kind of a human version of that with Josh Arnold. He started out with the iron filings all over his face with his heavy beard, and then day by day he has removed the facial hair, and now it's just a more traditional mustache at this point. And then over the weekend, what's the plan?
You had requested a pencil thin mustache, so when I go to shave off the mustache tomorrow, I'll pencil thin it up. See if I can see. I'll do my best. And send
How are you
some
going to
pictures.
do it? Like create a guard and just shave above it?
Yeah, I've got a couple different trimmers.
Okay.
So
that is going to be a work of art.
Yeah, hopefully.
I cannot wait.
I think Ted Turner who's still alive, by the way, still has the pencil thin.
I think. Buster Poindexter, a.k.a. David Johansen, did it.
John Waters famously.
Yes, Frank DeFord, the sports writer, did it. Prince did it there for a while. It requires a lot of concentration and a lot of ego to do the pencil. And then, of course, there's the great song by Jimmy Buffett, Pencil Thin Mustache.
Yeah, I did a parody of that yesterday.
An absolute classic. But I certainly look forward to that, Josh. And speaking of Willies, there is Woolly Willie. Then there's Willie G. He's coming in this morning with Tommy Brennan for some comedy. Those guys are going to be doing their show at the Leisure Club in Columbus, Ohio. Then they'll be in Cincinnati at the Commonwealth Sanctuary tomorrow night and Sunday.
Sanctuary!
At Hilarities in Cleveland.
No?
We were discussing an odd thing in the news here. Do you have the story? This is from the Minnesota Star Tribune, and it's about nude swimming in schools by the
nude swimming in Minnesota
by the boys.
Days ago, right? Yeah. According to the Minnesota Star Tribune, the tradition of nude swimming in schools was endured by male students until the 1970s.
Endured by some, enjoyed by others.
Especially the spectators.
Wait a minute, whose voice is that?
Yeah, who are we doing?
Jesse Ventura's got
that was. I knew I recognized that. That's really good.
Yeah, that and anybody in Fargo, except for the Buscemi and the blonde.
Right.
Yeah.
One 1965 graduate of St. Louis Park High School in Minnesota told the newspaper of his experience of diving into the deep end of the pool, totally exposed and unable to swim.
No!
So being naked was just one part of it.
Well,
so much vulnerability.
He should have told somebody.
An octogenarian reader wrote about nude swimming at his junior high in Ohio, saying, "I felt humiliated, if not traumatized, having to be naked in front of my contemporaries."
Now, you didn't have nude swimming at Columbia, but you had to swim to graduate. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just swim. I forget what it was. 4 laps.
Nude, though, right?
Huh. No. I mean, no. This was a thing at a lot of boys' schools and summer camps. And again, the explanation, when we talked about this years ago, several coaches and people...
It was stunning how many people had heard of it and participated.
And the main reason that it was apparently because the lockers were those metal lockers, and they would, with a wet bathing system, they would all rust.
Yep.
So this was the solution.
Not all contributors had a terrible experience.
Sure.
76-year-old Bruce Seal of Falcon Heights remembered that his PE instructor was known to yell, "All right, boys, I want to see those periscopes."
Okay.
Well,
so wait a second.
That's action.
So that I assume then that they're doing the backstroke. Is that what's happening here?
Oh, yeah,
and the
I
periscope is the junk afloat.
Come on, jump up, boys.
Chum it up. Let's go.
I mean, that's kind of funny, but that is really
Would not fly today.
Yeah.
To this day, I can't watch Crimson Tide. Do you know that? I just can't do it, even though Gene Hackman's in it.
Oh, don't bring that up.
Yeah.
So now
You can bring up whatever you want.
was there a? Well, now we're adding an element of sorrow to it, otherwise
sorrow
comical.
for life.
It was murder, plain and simple.
Sorrow and
We all
mystery.
know
Did you? Is there a equivalent of this for the ladies?
There's not. I didn't have that experience, but we also didn't have a pool until my senior year of high school.
What about in the showering with
So we
after
would-
gym class?
Yeah, we had the option to shower.
Was it a group shower?
It was a group shower, and there were
Option. There was no option when I grew up.
Yeah, there was when I did. They changed it. They loosened up a little bit.
Yeah, there was an option, and but there were also a couple of stalls at the end that if you did want to be alone, you could be. But there was just a public.
Did it ever happen to you, or did you ever hear about it happening? That scene in Carrie where she gets her time of the month in the shower, and everybody, all the other girls
I'm familiar with the movie.
throw
yeah.
tampons at her. Or,
Yeah. No, fortunately, I didn't go to school with any girls like that.
Oh, that's
They were mean.
good.
But
yeah.
the other aspect of this
Not all
is
girls were mean.
the element of this that's interesting. There's a coming of age element to this whole thing about the physicality of
Yeah.
having puberty come late, which happened to me and at my high school, and it was group shower, so it was incredibly humiliating.
Yeah, it was.
And it's my hatred of jocks comes from that.
Oh, okay.
Did you say you were the latest?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was middle of the road, but I always remember. So you would get to gym and you'd have to change into your gym uniform.
Right.
Do you want me to talk slower? But it was, But the big thing was changing into your sports bra, and the girls who had already blossomed.
Yes.
They didn't have any problem taking that stuff off and putting they were pretty proud of what they had, as they should have been.
And for girls, that's an interesting thing because you don't even have to be in the shower to have.
The girls
change.
Yeah,
they turn to a certain age, and all of a sudden that starts happening, and I'm sure there's a whole mental
just ripe for hazing. It would have to be, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Were you ever hazed, Josh?
Not hazed per se, no, but teased and bullied.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
Hey, that's why if I ever took a shower, I never took showers at school. If I did, I would have been happily nude from the waist down, but I would have wore a shirt the whole time.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Major football hazing over here, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, is this because you had pubic hair early on?
Oh, I didn't care about the pubes or the penis size or anything like that. Yeah. I wanted people to look at my naughty bits.
Well, this is taking a turn. Let's get back to the horrific murder of. Never mind. Yeah, this is the nude swimming thing. I got a text here saying it happened to me at a downtown YMCA. We had to swim naked. I never went back. And again, it's obviously
at a downtown YMCA.
Yeah.
What?
Questionable.
Long time.
In terms of ethics, is
long
what I
time
mean.
ago, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And at the YMCA, how do you know it's a YMCA employee or a swim instructor and not just some guy?
Hey, you can't get in there with clothes on.
Hey, you got to take your clothes off. Didn't I see you out in front sleeping on a piece of cardboard? No, that wasn't me.
Oh, that was my brother. Now take it off.
Take it off.
It's
Take it off.
I don't know. We were going swimming to the YMCA. We went with our drama teacher, Mr. McPeaky, and
Mr. McPeaky,
and he just wanted everybody to go for a dip.
Yeah, you talk about drama instructors.
He took off his black turtleneck, and I have never seen in any of these letters. I don't know if when all the boys had to swim naked, if the instructors. I assume that the adults wore bathing suits. One would think.
I don't ever. I guess when I picture it, the instructors are on the side of the pool or they're not in the water.
Yeah, with like the whistle and their coach.
So they probably got gym shorts and a T-shirt on.
Yeah.
Because that would be really awkward.
That would be awkward. But didn't someone tell a story that a coach showered with? Was that you?
My football coach all the coaches
Mine
showered
too.
with us.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
No.
Just huge rods.
Manly.
Yeah.
I remember a sagginess going on.
Sagginess?
Yeah.
Although when I was a freshman, we had this one guy, and he was an amazing athlete. He was, as a freshman, 6'2", 235, looked like...
chiseled, was he?
Just chiseled. Yeah. Never worked a day and never worked out a second and ran the 40 and 4.2 or what. It was unbelievable.
Won the genetic lottery.
Oh.
When do you have your man's penis? Like I'm trying to picture
17 and a half.
Is it like 17 and a half when you you're like this is it now?
Oh yeah.
Oh, when it finally grows?
Yeah.
Stops growing?
Yeah, when
Becoming manly?
Yeah. I don't.
Yeah. I'm
Did you
not
ever
sure.
see
I think there's a large space there for some.
Yes.
It's some guy in the 6th grade. You know, you've seen some of these athletes.
I see what you're saying,
Some of these high school guys that look like they're 40.
Right.
But there's also those of us that arrive late in the world of puberty.
Did you ever have a chance to see your father ready for action?
Not ready for action.
Ready for action.
But I saw him naked.
By the way, excuse me.
I did.
Could we? Oh dear.
So
I was trying to cut it off at the pass.
I was kind of
ladies and gentlemen,
angry?
I was really trying to not hear this story.
I was making
apologize.
noise downstairs apparently, and my mom and dad were upstairs. I didn't know what they were doing, and he was so mad he came to the top of the stairs,
Yeah.
Whoa!
Boy.
And he goes, if you don't stop making noise down there, evidently I was throwing her off, I'm guessing, or something. So I can only
Could have been worse. He didn't hit you with it.
I can only imagine that had to be like cracking a safe. You know what I mean?
Okay, well,
oh boy.
If anyone out there,
That's not doing it.
if anyone out there listening had an experience with this this nude swimming, I wonder if there's probably. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some private school or camp that still does this.
Well, very private.
Did you guys have to get checked by your gym teacher?
Just a
Okay.
physical. We had.
But were you you were naked, right?
For a nurse?
No, we were down to underwear.
And then you drop it.
You'd pull them down and then you put them back up.
Yeah, the way they did, I can remember you'd line up.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there was a guy with a clipboard.
Yeah.
And then the doctor next to him, and they'd walk down and do the.
And the doctor was smoking, most likely.
They would
head to the left.
turn your head and cough.
So the closest thing that we had for that was our scoliosis test.
Same. Yeah.
And
oh, really?
yeah, and I remember that it was just a female PE teacher and the female nurse, because we would have to bend over and touch our toes.
Right.
And they would have to check your back.
Bend over and touch your toe.
Yeah, that was the test.
Just your back?
Yeah, they would just check our back for scoliosis.
Naked, though.
No, we weren't naked.
Oh.
No.
Wait, did you have to take your shirt off?
We did. We had a sports bra on. Yeah.
Oh, that's,
right.
That's nothing.
Yeah. No, that's I'm very fortunate, it sounds like.
But yeah, once again, I would be very curious if there were any private schools that were still doing the boys have to swim naked thing.
Oh, maybe if you're like in the skulls or something.
I can see.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to know why I joined the clergy, I'm a swim coach, and
you want to join our gang, you got to go rob a liquor store naked. All right. Don't ask any questions. Just do it.
I just wonder if this is some very odd speculation here.
All right.
This news article. What does it say? It says that the naked swimming in Minnesota went on until the early 70s.
Okay.
And that's when it stopped. I wonder if does this parallel the
Watergate situation? It might.
No, the integration.
Nixon being elected? Yes. Sorry.
Oh, that's interesting.
Does it parallel the integration of schools?
Oh,
I mean,
I don't think so.
Yeah, you would hope there wouldn't be any kind of correlation there for any reason.
Yeah.
I mean, he's all of a sudden.
We can't have these poor white men
being humiliated.
Yeah, it seems to be a trend here.
Evidently the white boys don't have every advantage.
A lot of crying in the cafeteria from over there. I guess they just came from gym, and
I didn't have to go through that at my school. It was a small town, and we were pretty much 50-50. It was very integrated.
Really?
Oh, good. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for us, of course. Yeah.
We were very
no, not my school.
very open.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Very open-minded, free thinking.
Yeah,
way ahead of our time.
My elementary school was like an episode of Leave It to Beaver.
I can only imagine.
So was mine. Yeah.
Well, if anybody's had any experience with this naked swimming thing, by all means, let us know. Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Now, we got some.
Let's dredge up some uncomfortable memories.
I just want to hear about it. I remember we talked about it many years ago when we had a lot of guys that had experienced it.
We sure did.
So I just like to hear it. It's an interesting topic. Coming up, we have Is Your Name Your Destiny? Involving a house of prostitution. We have a unbelievably weird name that some kid was given.
Yeah.
I don't know how this happens.
Is it Flibbits? That's a weird.
No,
that would be
weird.
better.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
It really is.
Farquhar?
Tootie Tootie Huff Puff.
Those are all reasonable.
Wow.
Compared to this one. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is all about accessing therapy in a more convenient manner. And one of the things I think is really interesting about this is if you've one of the hurdles about getting therapy has always been, I'm not sure I can go to sit in a room with somebody I don't know, and I'm not sure I can talk to them. This is a way of really kind of easing your way into therapy because everything is done online. So that one element of therapy is not there, which may make you more comfortable and may get you into it. What I'm talking about is the fact that the therapy is done online. So the way it works is you fill out a very brief, take you just a few minutes, fill out a questionnaire, and then associated with BetterHelp are some 30,000 plus credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. You'll be matched with a therapist. By the way, you can switch anytime, no extra cost. And then it's all about convenience because you can do it where you want to do it. You could be quite literally in your car, parked outside your office, or you could be you could be anywhere because you can do it on your phone or a laptop or a desktop. It's up to you. It's all about convenience and accessibility. BetterHelp. If you've been thinking about therapy, and you could be dealing with issues with, I don't know, your marriage or dating or working on yourself, from relationships to whatever it might be, therapy can be great. And just try it out, betterhelp.com/BT show, just to get some information. By the way, if you use the /BT show, it's 10% off your first month. So if you've been thinking about it, this can make it a little bit easier for you. Betterhelp.com/BT show. And I'll spell it out because I'm stumbling over my own words today. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P, betterhelp.com/BT show. Once again, coming up, some really interesting stuff, and a song from Mr. Godwin on a theme that we've been covering over and over and over. Plus, we've got the boyfriend being locked in a storage unit and other delights. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Can't help but notice we're joined by Mr. Michael McDonald, who has a terrific book out. And,
Yeah.
He's on the... Mr. Michael McDonald, is it true you have a clip on Pornhub?
You can do me, I'm your stepbrother.
Oh, Michael, I can't believe you're
That's just awful.
really doing that.
That's awful. A great book called If That's What It Takes, and now we'll never talk to him.
Now, Michael, you're also, from what I understand, using a teleprompter at your concerts?
Keep forgetting I watched all my songs. I keep forgetting the words that taking it to the street. You caught me off guard.
Yes, I am aware. Sorry.
Keep forgetting.
Now, the comedy duo of Abbott and Costello are well known for their classic routine, Who's On First? But this, too, is hopelessly out of date. Here's my version with the help of Mr. Dean Metcalf.
Okay.
Hey, Abbott! I'm the new team doctor. You being the manager, you got to tell me what drugs the different players are taking.
Certainly. Well, who's on roids? What's on cocaine? I don't know's on meth.
That's what I want to find out.
I say who's on roids, what's on cocaine, and I don't know's on meth.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
Well, then who's on roids?
Who?
I mean the fella's name.
Who?
The guy on roids.
Who?
What is the name of the guy on roids?
What is on cocaine?
No, I don't know what's on cocaine.
No, he's on meth.
Look, do you know who's on roids?
I'm telling you. Who?
The fella on roids.
Who?
What is the name of the guy on roids?
What is on cocaine?
I don't know. He's on meth! There I go, back on meth again.
All right, now calm down, calm down.
Listen, who comes up to me, tells me he wants me to shoot him in the ass. I take the syringe, fill it with roids. I shoot who in the ass?
There you go. That's the first right thing you've said all day.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
All right, so you know the players?
Forget the players. I need some heroin.
What did you say?
I need some heroin.
That's our shortstop.
Why I order?
End scene.
End scene.
Paul Mercurio.
Yeah, how about this, Bob? Red or black? That would split it up. Black. It's a black card. Okay. Chick, would this be a club or a spade?
Club.
Club. See, look at this. See, we're narrowing it down. Now we're down to 13. Would you say a high card or a low card?
High.
High club. That'd be like 7 and up. All right, Tom.
Yes.
If it's a high club, it's a 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, or king.
Okay, jack.
It's the jack of clubs.
Oh,
You'd
jack.
say this is pretty fairly chosen.
Now,
yeah?
you're not touching the cards.
I'm not touching it's been there the whole time.
The cards are sitting in a little box.
Jack of clubs.
Jack of clubs.
So when we drove in today, I was sitting in the car and I took one card out of the deck.
Right.
And I'll do this really, really slow. You can kind of let them know.
Justin is holding all of the
You'll
cards.
see one card in the deck is turned the opposite direction from all the rest.
Yeah.
One
Are you
card.
kidding me?
And that one card is...
The Jack. No way.
Get a card. Get this guy out of here.
Weird, right?
Hey,
You're a witch.
Hey,
He's a witch.
Wait a minute.
Witch.
Where are my car keys?
Hey, can you fix Justin? We need a magician. Can you fix Chick's computer?
Witch. Oh my gosh, you're just in time, Justin.
It only plays Steve Miller. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Are you kidding me?
Weird, right?
Yeah.
Hello, my name is Alexa. Are you looking for Bob and Tom Radio? Well, it's on me. Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
It's fun watching my kids, though, a little bit. My daughter is... you guys have daughters, right?
Mm-hmm.
3 years old. 3 years old. My daughter has a massive attitude. Like, it's unbelievable. It's like my wife, and I've got to believe it's, honestly, and I'm not joking about this, hormonal in some way. There's got to be something.
Something
just
that,
she's cute and adorable, but pure evil. It's like the devil dressed as a young Sally Field.
Oh my God!
I mean, it's very difficult because my wife said, she says to my wife, "Can I go outside, Mommy?" Mm-hmm. My daughter and my wife goes, "No, it's too hot out. It's 110 in Phoenix right now."
The kids don't notice that.
So she goes, "Can I go outside?" And she said, no. And my daughter looks at my wife directly in the eyes and goes, "Say yes."
Oh my gosh! It's starting.
And then all of a sudden, Mommy's eyes stared forward, and she said, "Yes."
Mm-hmm. It's say, "Can I go outside?" No. And then again, say yes. And she crosses the arms, and now she
is evil.
The best one was my wife got my daughter this princess puzzle, pink princess fairy puzzle, obviously a fairy puzzle. And my son looks at it and he goes, "That puzzle? That girl looks like a prostitute."
Wow! Thank you. Good night, everybody.
My wife says, my wife had that Kermit turn. You know, she looks at me and I'm like, she's like, "Where did he get that from?" Like, I don't know. I call them hookers.
Don't look at me.
We're doing the bit. We're having different characters read us a joke. Will you do it?
Hell yeah. Boys. Hell yeah. So you just have the ability just to write 1,000 of these?
Well, that's what I do every week on the show.
He's a real magic man, though. All right, here we go. No. Bro, these are incredible. I think you've done good here. All right, here we go.
Here, grab that.
From the beautiful brain of Kostaki, Kononopoulos, the longest name in comedy.
Biggest name.
Also the biggest name in comedy. It's good to be long and big, they say. So that's great news. Tom Brady really went crazy celebrating his retirement. That's right. Yeah. Heard he had a Bud Light White and half a non-organic avocado. Guy's living dangerously.
Nice.
Thank you for that opportunity.
Nice.
You guys are the best. Cheers to Bob and Tom. Always the big brain central.
Thank you, man. Awesome.
Pay to get that done.
Well, it would make zero sense. I think if you just stand back, it's going to happen on its own.
Okay. Q95, we got some tickets coming up. Doobie Brothers, Jim Jeffries, and more stuff.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Jess Hooker. There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
Willie Griswold, and also comedian Tommy Brennan up this morning. We'll talk with him. We're talking about showering in high school.
Yeah.
There was there was an article in the Minnesota Star Tribune about a lot of schools back in the day. The boys would swim naked. They weren't allowed to bring swimsuits to school. This apparently, once again, was phased out in the 70s. and
understandably so.
And my question is, does that correlate with the integration of American schools?
Funny? I don't think it does.
Okay, just
I
asking.
think the notion is sort of humorous.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Can you see that in a movie where they go to the office by the pool? I'll tell you what. I don't know if you saw Lamar yesterday. I think it's time that we gave the kids bathing suits. We have to get to our letters segment. I'm sorry we didn't get to it yet.
That's right. It's time for letters. Welcome to Letters. Brought to you by Hyundai.
This song's always silly.
I love it.
I love this song.
You really honestly enjoy it?
Yeah, I really do.
Wow.
Hyundai helps protect you and your family on the road. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Hyundai. We put your safety first and everything else second. That's Hyundai.
Thank you very much.
I prefer Girl from Ipanema if you're going to go elevator music type.
Very similar melody.
Yeah.
As Tom would say, nobody asked you.
I do love that song.
Yeah.
Would you like to start letters with a poem?
I really would, yes.
This comes to us from John from Maryland. He claims that rhymes with Michigan, therefore...
Okay. Fair enough.
Thy winter's beard, black, white, and gray, like the snow in parking lots that still lay. Could it be that spring is near? Now that Josh has shaved his beard. Thank you.
You know what?
That's
very good.
really good.
Very good.
Yes.
The snow in the parking lot.
Very
going away.
Really?
That dirty snow
Paints a picture.
That is really
nice.
That's great. Oh, I'm not sure we can top that.
Well, he has another one, but we'll let some letters go in between.
Oh,
here.
we got more. We got more poems.
We wanted another version. Yes.
Wow.
I hope the word Nantucket's in it. Would that be a great assignment for a poetry class? You have to use the word Nantucket in a poem, and it has to be at the end of one of the stanzas, and it must be G-rated.
Yes. And your reading of said poem was brilliant.
Thank you.
This letter started, Dear Numbskulls.
Hi.
Oh, Dear Numbskulls and Jess. Long-time listener, first-time emailer. I am from Michigan. We had a guy in our neighborhood who sold weed. He grew it in his basement and sold it on the side. He had a 5-foot-long iguana named Bob. Last time I saw him, he was getting a life-size tattoo of said Bob on his back.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
The lizard was like his family. That is, and then he says, "Go Blue" from Michigan. That's just,
we've been getting the topic really was weed dealers that seem to always have these weird pets.
You know, and one thing we didn't talk about, it's legal and the weed store, but they don't have the exotic, the personality, the strange pets that used to exist in the private weed business. All of that's going away.
I wonder if you'd be allowed to. There's probably some health regulation that you can't have a monkey in your weed store.
Yeah,
because wouldn't. I mean, if you had like 5 legal weed places, you'd always want to go to the place that had the monkey, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. But you'd know that there'd be a danger of the monkey getting in the weed.
There's a shoe store here in town that has a parrot.
Has a
That's
parrot.
why I go. Yeah.
That shoe store has a parrot?
Yeah.
And not only does
I didn't. A great shoe store.
I didn't know about that. And at the time, I don't know if the parrot's still in the same place, but the parrot was right by the door.
Yes.
Guess
The
who-
first time I walked in there, that parrot squawked so loud.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't wearing brown cordovans, but I was wearing them. Scared the bejesus out of me.
Scared the.
He was
crap
excited
out
to
of
see
them.
Tom Griswold, radio legend.
That's the place that has the bins.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, when you go to a dry cleaner, they have those machines that circulate the clothes. They come flying around in the racks.
Yeah.
They have that for shoes.
Yeah.
So these little baskets go flying around the ceiling. It's really cool.
The oldest shoe store here in.
Yeah, they
the state.
should.
How about that?
Yes, they should get a government grant to keep it open forever because it's so cool.
It is very cool. Stouts shoes.
It's great. It's great.
And I know for a fact they have men's size pumps.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right.
No, they don't.
Well, no,
Yes,
I'm
they
happy
do.
to hear about it. Well, you
Size 15, size 14.
glad to know it.
That's a man's size.
How do you know? Well,
That's what I was aiming at.
Yeah, there's
Ace.
some humor here that at first Jess tried to trample on.
Tom?
We had a letter earlier this week about the is the documentary called Becoming Led Zeppelin? Is that what it is?
Yes, Becoming Led Zeppelin.
And
I'm eagerly awaiting for it on the TV. Should be streaming any day.
I think it is, isn't it?
I don't think it's still in theaters. I think.
Okay, and it's a what do you call it? Authorized documentary with the participation of the 3 remaining members of Led Zeppelin. And at one point, Jimmy Page talks about Jimmy Page, as a kid, was a session musician in London. He played on a lot of very famous songs you'd be very surprised that he played on, but he mentions that he did play on the song Goldfinger from the James Bond movies. Although that is not him playing the bum ba da bum 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 bum.
He does the lead on Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, he does? Yeah. I don't know about
Not
that.
many people know that.
I'm not sure if that's the case.
You know, a lot of people called Robert Plant Bobby, and a lot of people called John Paul Jones Jack. Did you know that?
Yeah. Oh, we must have an email about this.
And Bonzo was the drummer. He's dead.
Okay. Let's see. Now that we've derailed the topic, but we were discussing Goldfinger, and I was explaining.
Holy cow!
To Ms. Hooker
that was the prelude. Okay, all right.
He played on Goldfinger.
This is the longest setup ever. Congratulations.
It's a 4-hour show.
I know. Congratulations.
This is the only good letter I've got so far. You got people out there. Come on, step up. More poetry.
I've got it.
I was explaining that in the movie Goldfinger, the lead, the femme fatale, if you will, her name is Pussy Galore.
Yes.
And I've always thought, even as a little boy, when I was seeing that thing for the first time, like, really? Got this letter. Apparently, Ian Fleming also wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Which was also produced by Albert Broccoli. That's a movie with Dick Van Dyke. Benny Hill, by the way.
It wasn't Dyke Van Dyke.
I know. There was a character in that with the name Truly Scrumptious. So at least it's not as smutty as Pussy Galore.
No, it's a child.
Again, it's a stretch.
I see Ian Fleming writing that name and laughing like anything.
Truly Scrumptious or Pussy Galore?
Both of them. Just thought he was Mr. Wit.
And then one of the other Bond girls was Plenty O'Toole.
Plenty O'Toole.
I remember that one, yeah.
What are the ones they rejected? That's what I wanted to know.
Yikes.
You know, Beverly Snatcholini. What were the what didn't get by?
Lady, huh?
What didn't get by the censors? We have a poem when we come back.
Yes, we do.
Is it from the same gent?
It is.
Oh, then I'm looking forward to it because that was great. Once again, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Good to see you guys. What are you going to play?
We'll play Sunny Road. Here we go.
Okay.
Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom and Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
That's right.
Hey, Steven, how did you make your living, Steven?
You know, I made my living in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For the last 20 years, I've been a cop.
Uh-huh.
I understand Christy Lee is having some second thoughts about moving.
No, she already moved.
A lot of people don't know, but for 5 of the last 20 years, I've also been a real estate broker.
Really?
We had no idea. I love open houses, man. Sunday, I show up, meet the owners and say, "You get out the car! You get on the ground!" Yeah, it's crazy what happened.
Steven Seagal!
Yeah.
You Steven Seagal!
Yeah, I get that a lot, man.
And then you Steven Seagal!
Yeah. Hey, back up, man.
That's it.
I made my living in the movies.
That's on my ass whooping by Steven Seagal.
For the last 2 seconds, I've been a bitch slapper. Steven Seagal. No, man.
Wow, you have sound effects and everything, huh, Steven?
Matt Kirshen is with us in the studio, and Matt is from London, England.
That's right. Hello, governor.
I never knew he spoke like that. I had no idea until I came over here.
You talk funny, don't you?
I've been doing it wrong for like over 20 years. Like, hello, how are you? I'm just a friendly chimney sweep. Cool, blimey, Mary Poppins. Let's have a tea party on the ceiling.
That's right.
The real joy of doing this, by the way, is I could do this impression in front of Americans, and half of you cannot tell the difference between my normal accent and the funny one. I know that because I've done that voice in the middle of gigs, and I can just be there going, "Hello, how are you?" And then I don't get this joke at all. I do not see what he's doing. He says some things in an English accent, and then he said some more things in an English accent. How is this comedy? Please explain to me.
Well, we're talking with Matt Kirshen. He is from London. In the UK. Did you grow up in the city of London?
I grew up in the outskirts of London, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Suburbs, if you will?
Suburbs. Very suburban.
Scotland, yeah.
No, I love the city's name. Hampshire on the Fortnight or something.
What's the name of the town you were in?
I was in Northwood, which is very unimpressive.
Oh, no. Does that go?
Watford, then Stanmore.
Is that on the subway or tube line?
It just is. It's just on the
like
very edge.
The very
of it.
fringe.
The very fringe.
Is it near Sherwood?
It is nowhere near Sherwood. I'm sorry.
Could you please live near someplace we can, fantasize about Sherwood for us?
Have you ever seen Daffy Duck as Robin Hood? Isn't that hilarious?
That's the greatest.
Every day. That's just my life back home.
So did you go into one of those all-boys schools where you have to wear a little suit every day? Or?
Oh, yeah, and you have to play rugby. And,
yeah.
Dude, if you let them keep going, they're going to ask if you know Harry Potter. Defend yourself, sir.
Yeah.
Colored basketball.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Willie Griswold and Tommy Brennan. Comedians join us later this morning. There's Ace Cosby.
Speaking of comedians.
I'm what?
Speaking of comedians.
Oh, speaking of comedians. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. And hello, Tom. How are you?
I'm fine. I say it's time for an early dose of that Ace Cosby.
Is that right?
Ace Cosby comedy, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby. Here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Please hold for Chick McGee.
Yes, Ace. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Chick, knock.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
Dishes.
Dishes who?
Dishes Sean Connery.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't see it coming.
I like that. It's got an accent. I mean, a nice delivery in spite of a chick's reluctance to participate.
I didn't hate it.
All right. Well, joke of the day.
007?
There you go. Very good, Ace.
Ace's joke of the day brought to you by Sleep Number Bed. Sleep better together. Save 40% on the new Sleep Number Special Edition Smart Bed for a limited time exclusively at a Sleep Number store.
That was great, Ace. I kind of related to one of the themes we'd been discussing earlier. A rare weaving of the joke of the day into the actual program. Not to mention an excellent joke.
Cancer.
Okay. It was very, very funny. We were talking about this news story about the boys that had to be swimming naked at camp and at school. And this was sort of phased out in the early 70s.
But kind of camp makes it that makes more sense to me somehow than doing it at your school.
It sounds more leisurely, less.
At camp.
Not one person going, get naked.
I know, but I feel
Let's
like
see those periscopes, boys.
At camp, it's not organized by one of the counselors. Yeah, it's like, hey, we're gonna at 11 p.m. tonight. We're gonna go skinny dip.
Well, no, I bet in this case though it was organized. Back in the day.
In these schools, it was because they didn't want the wet bathing suits to rust up the lockers. That's been the explanation. But this was done all across the country. I asked for other witnesses. Sure. This comes to us from, we'll say, Mr. E.H. We didn't have to swim naked at my high school, but our swim teacher sat in a chair and watched us as we would all get naked. We had to huddle in a transitional area between the locker room and the showers. Once we were all naked, and only until everyone was naked, would the teacher make his way through the huddle where the school would issue Speedos. He would size you up and then hand you your swimsuit. I am traumatized to this day.
I mean, that is awful.
Maybe we should stop reading.
That's really
no, but I mean, I think
I feel like we might be triggering
Let's say even
some
that
people.
guy's the most innocent man on the planet. This coach. Let's just say that's for the sake of argument.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
Traumatizing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy heck.
I mean, anytime that we've had to get uniforms for our kids, we just fill out a form that says they wear a medium, they wear a large, and we send it back.
Right.
There isn't any staff.
That's how we ordered our gym
sizing
clothes, too.
anything. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, did you have a group shower?
Yeah, we did, and in both. Actually, in high school, I did summer PE, so I wouldn't have to take PE during the school year.
See, but that's how traumatizing.
I didn't know that was an option.
It was for us. It wasn't. Everybody did it, and it was a blast. Like we went to all these parks and did all these things outdoors.
Yeah, that's fun.
And one day we would like ride our bikes all through the county on the county roads, and it was a blast. But nobody had to shower because we were there, and we would just go home after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to have to be part of the group shower.
No, no, I didn't.
Have you ever in your life taken a group shower?
No, I haven't.
There aren't many calls for it.
Yeah, for the girls' group
Some of the older
shower.
gyms and older schools have.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Well, now in college, if we were getting ready to go out, so that is the closest thing is the dorms would be the group shower, but they still had stalls.
Yes.
And so we were able to get in and out. But when we moved into a house off campus, we would be getting ready to go to a party or going to a fraternity, and there would be a lot of girls just coming in and out of the shower at once. But there were never two of us in the shower at the same time.
I see.
I'm sorry to wreck that for you guys.
No, I know how it works.
I think Pat's going to slide out of his chair here.
You okay, Pat?
I'm awfully quiet right now.
But the football team, the athletic teams now, they shower together, right? Or is everything a single stall?
It depends. I mean, it is.
The group shower still exists, right?
You never see the shower part when they're doing the post-game interview.
Right.
You only see the locker room.
Yeah, the
right?
NFL, they have to have a group shower.
Not necessarily. They may have stalls.
You know, at our gym, it's rather groupish, and that intimidates me.
At our gym, they do have stall walls and a curtain.
Right.
There's no.
Oh, okay. There's a lot of nudity.
But at my high school, there were, 8.
Right.
What do you call it? Shower heads on the wall, and there were no dividers.
Yeah, I had no problem with that back then. Now it's.
You see a lot of naked guys?
A lot of it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, Tom goes there.
I've told you this before.
I still don't believe it, but you stick to this story.
I saw a guy drying his pubic hair with a hairdryer there.
He puts it up on. It puts it up on the sink.
What?
And there's some guy that thinks he should be a coach in the NBA that never shuts up and talks real loud about what's wrong with the.
I know who you're talking about.
Oh, gee, and he's always completely naked walking around. Okay, great, sir, please.
He's in the sauna. Yeah.
God, shut up.
Boy, there's nothing worse than going to the sauna and there's just one guy in there.
It's the guy he's talking about. I hate
no
it.
good. No good.
Silence.
That's a time for meditation.
Always.
That's a time for meditation.
It's the same as if you go into a bathroom and there's one guy at the urinal. You don't go right next to him and you don't say anything. You go at least 2 urinals between you.
Do you guys have a window in your sauna?
No.
We have a window.
Yeah,
It's much like the studio windows here. And there's a guy at our sauna, and he'll put his phone on the outside of the sauna so it won't overheat. And then he'll listen with his earbuds.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's,
the thing.
You're not bothered.
As long as he's not videotaping.
Yeah.
So you have a co-ed sauna at
We
your
do.
gym?
Yeah, so do we.
Yeah, we do.
Really? I no. My sauna is just on the men's side, and then I assume there's one on the ladies' side.
No, it's right out. The steam room and the sauna are right outside of the pool.
Yep.
So yeah, and it has windows, and I'm guessing that's why it has windows because it's co-ed. Yeah.
Son of a gun.
Well, we have time to squeeze in a quick sports story from Chick McGee at the sports desk.
Will you look in here and see what's going on at the sauna? Holy heck. I've got a letter. First of all, today is Friday, February 28th. Happy birthday, Donnie Iris.
All right.
That's right.
Terrific song.
It's got 3 or 4 songs in one, man.
It's a great song.
Oh, man.
Happy birthday to my Kelly.
Happy birthday, Kel.
Really?
No kidding. Oh, it's not 29th, but the 28th.
She's been sick for the last 36 hours.
Oh, no. Ooh, she feels better.
So I had to sleep in the guest room, so it's kind of a good present for her.
Yeah. I have a birthday, too. Happy birthday to my dad, David. Today.
Well, hello, David. Happy birthday.
Now, since today is the 28th,
Yeah.
was your dad, were his parents concerned
They were, genuinely, yeah.
that if it happened to be a leap year?
I only have a birthday every 4 years.
Well, there are people. I was actually talking to a baby doc about that. There are people who, if they're on a leap year, if their kid looks like it's going to land there, they'll induce.
Yeah, they'll schedule.
They don't want it to be on the 29th.
Yeah. My dad was late, so yeah.
So it was close?
Yeah, it was close.
Okay.
You guys are talking about weed dealers. My weed dealer was a farmer. He grew all he sold, very good quality, planted it in with his corn.
Oh, farm to pipe?
He always... That's right.
Thank you. That's very nice, Josh. Thank you.
He carried one of those long zip-up wallets, always full of cash. One spring while he was planting his corn and his weed, the wallet fell out of his pocket, and he accidentally plowed it under.
Oh, man.
There was over $10,000 in it. It was never found.
Oh, my gosh.
That's from Ron.
No, what if you looked out and all the corn were wearing jewelry and fur coats? I don't know if that's how it works, but
I'd like to think
I like
it
the
is.
thought.
You want to hear the second poem?
Oh, yeah. Go, what do you got? Who's this from again?
This comes to us from John. Now, the first poem we read, if you heard it, it was an AABB type
rhyme scheme.
Rhyme scheme. This, a little more complicated. This guy knows what he's doing.
All right.
So bear with me. It's not going to be necessarily your traditional ABAB or AABB, okay? But it's there.
The rhymes eventually come?
Yes.
Okay.
Thy winter's beard on Josh's face, much like the one that doth grace the mug of Ed Septic, though his resin stained, still attached to his face, while Arnold's half-shaven and gone down the drain. Here's an idea one could entertain. Use a fake beard to smuggle cocaine. Thank you.
You know what?
This guy is now, I have to check with Tom, but he's the unofficial poet laureate.
That is
the Bob and Tom show.
And the fact that, much like Ace's joke, it involves a recent news story about the guy with the cocaine underneath the wig.
Yes.
Fantastic.
And then I got in trouble for...
I think that's what John was doing.
Quoting British slang.
What? Which one?
A friend of mine who grew up a Cockney in London, he always used the term Irish. He goes, that's look at the Irish on that guy.
Yeah.
Then I found out that a lot of Cockney slang, there's a rhyme thing to it, and it involves an Irish dance and the word wig. I'm not going to say it again because.
Okay.
He would always say, "Look at the Irish on that guy. It's unbelievable." But right now we're going to get to the sports desk. Oh, wait a minute.
But first, I need to tell you about Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system. That's right. According to the FBI, every 26 seconds, a burglary takes place in the U.S. While I'm telling you about Simply Safe, 2 burglaries will take place. Traditional security systems only take action after somebody's already broken into your house. Use your head. That's too late. Simply Safe's Active Guard outdoor protection can help prevent break-ins before they happen. They have AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents that monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. If someone's lurking around, agents see and can talk to them in real time, activate spotlights, and even contact the police, all before they have a chance to get inside your home. No long-term contracts or cancellation fees. Monitoring plans start at around $1 a day, and 60-day satisfaction guarantee or your money back. And named Best Home Security System by U.S. News and World Report for 5 years in a row. That's Simply Safe. Visit simplysafetom.com right now and get 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and your first month free. That's simplysafetom.com. And remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up in the world of golf, a stunning event. And also, there are alligators. Sometimes they're not just on the shirts for golfers. We'll find out about what happened at a PGA event. There's a gator. Plus, we have perhaps the dumbest name someone gave a human being. And a great stunt coming up in the news. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Colette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Colette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
A lion. I've always said,
a lion?
I would I know this is crazy that I thought about this.
What now?
I would never go into the wilderness and get and have a lion because they belong.
Right.
That's
where they belong.
But if somebody like maybe they worked at the zoo and there was a lion and it had to live in a house, but it had to be sedated all the time, and I could squeeze it.
A raised from a cub and
Yes.
know you. And
I would love a lion just because they're so cute. I would just bite them all the time. Their face, that little nose.
They bite back, believe it or not. Yeah.
You know, and their teeth are bigger.
Nick has raised a very interesting point.
What?
Which is the essence of it, I think you said, just because you like something, you don't have to have it.
Well, I've always been, somewhat controlled by my finances, so there's a lot of stuff that even if I did want, I couldn't have.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I literally, and I have panic attacks. Well, I'll get done with workout, and I go, I want to go get one of those really nice, like $6 smoothies, and I'll think about it for like, should I treat myself? Am I worth it?
Yes, Nick. You're worth $6.
You know what says something you think? I think in my head I'm probably the only one doing this.
Right.
I was at Whole Foods, and they had these like expensive lemonades. I don't know how to explain it, but the tops were where it had a metal top, and you would pull it open, and it would be a rubber seal like the old days.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a little bit extra. But I had friends coming in from out of town, and I know this is crazy. I thought it'll look good in the refrigerator, you know. And I was at Whole Foods, and I bought milk in the glass. I wanted it to look, I wanted to look like my home. It was a home, you know, like my mom's house.
Right.
Yeah. So I walked over and I went to buy it. It was $2 more than regular lemonade. Then I walked away, and then I went back. I went, "What are you doing? You are a full-grown adult, and over $2. Get the goddamn lemonade." Well, it worked because I'm not kidding you. But the outcome is how I reacted. My sister-in-law was there, and she opened the refrigerator, and I go over. All my brothers are married; their refrigerators are filled with. So she opens up. She goes, "Oh, fancy lemonade." I was like, "Oh yeah, I didn't act like I acted like that's the type I buy."
Totally worth it.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. As I only half it's there, I left the other half in the Rolls and it's spoiled. I'm having the Rolls Royce fixed.
Well,
that's why I'm driving this.
I would have got the milk in the jug, but my lion ate it. So.
Yeah, my lion likes it out of the glass.
That's right.
Yeah. We all do weird things.
I am amazed at the women who do that.
At what?
I was with a friend who will go
We are,
nameless.
you know what? What did
us
people? Us as guys are also amazed.
And he goes,
Yeah, exactly.
So this guy,
So Christy, you're talking with one of your not boyfriends, but
just
male
a guy friend,
Yeah.
and he goes, I can get a woman to send me a naked photo within the next 10 minutes.
And?
I go, no way. 8.5 minutes later, bing.
Wow, Monsignor, that is impressive.
Okay, that's less than 8 minutes.
What happened now?
Sent me a video of their
Go ahead, show that.
ex-girlfriend.
No, show it to Tom.
I can't. I don't want Christy, cover your eyes.
Oh, I've seen it all before.
No, yeah.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Evidently, she's lost her keys.
Oh my Lord, that is
Does that look like something out of the movie Dune or what?
It really does.
Let me word it this way. That puts the C in graphic. We must. I've got to. I've got to go.
Hold on a second.
I've got to go.
That is a slut.
I've got to.
That is an ex-girlfriend.
That's not someone making a sandwich, even though it looks like it.
Wash your hands and make me a cheese sandwich.
Mommy, why is that woman massaging two pancakes? Wait a minute.
Hey, it's Josh from the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
And kissed Pat Godwin on the head. I can't stand it.
I've never been so turned on.
I kissed him back. It felt so good.
Okay,
Good
that's
God.
nice.
Tom, you're next.
Who's who here?
You should
I hope
be
you
relieved
got that, Jeffy.
that you. Jess Hooker over there at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Who's kissing next?
And have
You
a
and
hot,
me, baby.
All right, let's go.
And have a hot
All
cup
the tongue.
of robust coffee. There's Pat Godwin. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby's here.
Do women like that?
What, tongue kiss?
No, I mean,
men kissing
a lot of
each other.
guys like two girls doing whatever.
Oh yeah. I don't.
I've never heard.
I don't particularly care for it in terms of being aroused. I mean, I'll watch Josh and Pat kiss all day, but
It's a spectacle, sure.
I got a little throw up in my throat. Let's move forward here.
no, I love that they love each other.
They have been around.
Okay, could we possibly clean the slate?
Hey, Tom.
We may have to do a bonus Ace Cosby joke of the day at
Why
this
would
point.
we do that?
Because the first one was so good.
Yeah, but
Now, it's time to dip our toes into the world of sports with Chick McGee. What have you got?
Steph Curry had 56, made 12 three-pointers. He's very good.
I'll say.
And Golden State wins 121-115 last night over Orlando in Florida. One note from the NFL, Kansas City Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce does plan to play next season. There had been speculation that he might retire after the Chiefs losing the Super Bowl. The 35-year-old Kelce, though, had been mulling. He was pondering his 13th season. But apparently he texted our buddy Pat McAfee yesterday and told via text that I am coming back for sure for a 13th season.
All right.
So there you go, and way to go, Travis. And speaking of Travis,
the NFL also had to have been like, thank goodness.
Things have been quiet on the Taylor and Travis front ever since the Chiefs got blown out in the Super Bowl. According to reports online, there is a reason for the relative silence. According to rumors, they're rethinking their future, Travis and Taylor, after a heartbreaking weekend at the Super Bowl made them reevaluate their relationship.
Does anybody believe any of this?
No.
I don't believe it.
Why would we?
Taylor Swift was absolutely shocked and saddened when she got booed at the Super Bowl.
She wasn't.
I would hope that someone would explain that to her.
Right.
No, she wasn't. She did the perfect side eye to the camera when they started booing her.
Well,
it was
but
hilarious.
she could do that in public. You know, she could be. We don't know how she really felt.
It was heavy.
She's a performer.
It was heavy Eagles, and that's the only reason she was getting booed.
Mm-hmm.
So rumor has it she's trying to keep a low profile, and
is there a chance? I mean, I'm just speculating here.
Certainly,
she's real tired.
Yeah,
her tour recently ended. That lasted what, 3.5 years or something?
Yeah, how about leaving her alone for a while?
No
kidding.
Give her a break.
What if?
What if
she doesn't like the kind of loser Travis is?
Oh.
When you see someone fail or have to go through hardship, what if he's a big baby and she's like,
you think she's
I'm
that
out.
shallow?
No, I don't. Maybe.
Hey, look,
yeah.
The most important thing is, can she write a really good song about this? Do we have the Kansas City Chiefs fight song handy? Maybe she can write some special lyrics for it.
Oh,
isn't she famous for writing songs about her breakups?
Always. Yeah.
Okay, well.
We'll see.
Weren't we talking about
things have been quiet on the Travis? And I'm not talking about you, Chick. The media, they're quiet because they're laying low.
Yeah, they just.
Well, and plus people want an update, and this
Right,
is
but-
Here's the Kansas City Chiefs fight song, Tom.
Wow, so dated. I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor, please rewrite.
Yeah. Maybe something a little bit less.
You want to hear the Hartford Whalers? So 70s. That's your Hartford Whalers.
Fun.
That sounds like a late 60s detective show.
That's good.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're on the ground. We're always in
Tom, here you go. Cleveland Cavaliers, one of the best records in the NBA right now. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
If they don't play this now,
Yeah.
I like it.
When I went to San Diego, we tried to... Come on, Cavs.
this is maybe the best sports team song I've ever heard.
No.
What?
Come on,
what beats
Cavs.
this?
Make it happen. Make it happen.
Keep on coming on.
Like, I would put this on a playlist.
Yeah.
I would just listen to
I
it.
like that.
So we went out and we tried to do another San Diego Chargers fight song, like have fun with it. And this is the one that people were up and they complained mostly about me. But actually, the new song we came up with, they hated it because they like this one.
San Diego Superchargers, San Diego.
This sounds like a Saturday morning cartoon about frogs that fight crime or something.
Many a rest stop on the West Coast.
Village people-y.
On the you mean on the 5 at the Del Mar exit, taking a look at the ocean? Oh, yeah.
Sort of
making some choices.
As a gentleman leaves his car and walks into the rest stop.
That's right. And then he leaves his car and just walks into the ocean.
Okay.
And my favorite, finally, ladies and gentlemen, the best one, the Cincinnati Bengals fight song. Hear the Bengal? Mean and angry.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody, somebody who was a tuba player that never got a good gig, and then finally, I'm going to write a song where I'm playing bass. Bum, 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 bum.
Wow. You want to hear the Tigers fight song? You were a Tigers fan when you were a kid.
I used
right?
to, well, get away, yeah.
Ernie Harwell, and you liked broadcasting.
Go get him, Tiger. Row.
We're all behind our baseball team. Go get 'em, Tiger. World Series bound and picking up steam. Go get 'em, Tiger. There'll be joy in Tiger Town. We'll sing you songs when the Bengals bring the pennant home.
That is the classic.
It's good work, whoever that is.
See the guy with a straw hat and those garter belts in his arms? Oh, God. Well, the straw hat's handy because it makes it easier to get that laser dot in his head before you pull the trigger. Oh, sorry.
Oh, no. Just a little. I don't know. Do we have the St. Louis Blues fight song? Is that up here?
That thing, you guys know me, a lifelong blues fan, and I'd never heard it until you played it on this show. So it is not played.
Oh, is that the one that was written by the guys
from Head East?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they do a blues song?
I don't know.
Yeah,
that is silliness.
That sounds like a toothpaste commercial from the early 50s.
But,
recorded on a cassette player.
You made the point that Gloria by Laura Branigan, when the Blues won the Cup, that was
the song of that year, yeah.
That was the rallying cry for St. Louis. And
I have no idea why.
It came up, I forget what the exact story, but yeah.
Also from the NFL, Tampa Bay Buccaneers say they are reinstating former coach John Gruden into their Ring of Honor. The move comes less than 4 years after they removed Coach Gruden from the ring.
Yeah, man.
Over his use of racist, homophobic, and misogynistic language in emails.
I said what I said.
To an NFL executive while he was a television analyst.
You guys like my Gruden?
Yeah.
I do.
Caliendo can eat it.
Reportedly, these
This is good
emails
news for Frank. He may be able to bring the impression back.
Yeah.
went to the former owner of the Washington football team, Dan Snyder. And Dan, according to reports, allegedly leaked them and caused this brouhaha. You miss him.
Yeah, man, he was doing. I think he was misunderstood. I can't even pretend.
What the hell are you?
Next.
From the NBA, Minnesota Timberwolves star Anthony Edwards will likely be suspended for one game after being ejected and picking up his 16th technical foul of the season.
Whoa.
He's a goon, huh?
16, Tom. Doesn't that seem like too many? 16 technical fouls?
What's the tradition there?
Well, 2 and you're out of the game in one game. So you're not supposed to get any, Tom. You're supposed to be a gentleman. You're supposed to be a gentleman on the court. And that brings us to Stupid World Record. A pair of Brazilian illusionists have broken the Guinness World Record for the fastest time to escape a straitjacket and box with an oncoming car driving toward the would-be escapee.
Well, this is exciting. Is there no out at all, Tom? Do you know?
You see, I watched it.
This has got everything going for it.
It looks like if the guy hadn't gotten out, the guy, it's like he's standing in a phone booth, like a plywood phone booth. There we go. Now there's a camera in the phone booth. You can see him. He's trying to get out of the straitjacket.
That's an upskirt shot. Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
And he gets out of the straitjacket. Then he reaches and he unlocks the thing. But it looks like the guy driving the car. He waits until the guy starts to come out of the box before he smashes into it. So presumably, if the guy were still in there, he could swerve and not kill him.
Okay. I don't care for that. It should have been a train on a track.
Yeah, that way there's no out.
Yeah. Right.
If you don't get it, you're.
And the guy driving the car works for the guy in the box, right?
Yeah. See. Yeah.
And I guess this is the fourth time they tried it.
Oh.
And really? But he did it this time?
Well, the first 3 guys.
What happened to the other 3?
There we go. Now you can see he's taking off the straitjacket.
There he is. He's getting the straitjacket off. what is that, BMW?
Yeah, there's a BMW. But
Classic.
the BMW, now as soon as the guy reaches out to start to pick the lock, that's when the car starts, and it's heading for the booth. And he gets out just in time. He jumps from the thing, and then he got the guys. But you see, he swerves a little bit.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't have killed him necessarily. Yeah, train track would be a better stunt. That way there's no... If you don't get out...
Boy,
you've got that blood's no illusion. You know what? Pieces of his brain in the tracks.
The new record, 38.7 seconds out of the straitjacket, out of the box before the car.
Wow. I am glad the straitjackets are still being used in tricks. You know.
Yeah.
What about restraining people?
I hope they're still being used in
Are those still
nut houses?
Commonly used?
Prisons?
Nut houses.
No, they usually just cuff you to the bed.
The way to do this, you either do a train or have the guy driving the car drunk.
Yeah, or have it be like the guy in the box is married to that dude's ex-wife or something. So there's a reason for him not to let off the gas.
We've just told the driver.
I didn't like it before.
We've just told the driver that the guy in the box has had an affair with his wife.
Oh, this is good.
This is from West Palm, Florida. After one round of action at the 2025 Cognizant Classic, Jake Knapp sitting on a score that would be low enough to win the tournament most years. Through 18 holes, however, it's clear that this PGA National is nothing like those before. Knapp fired the 15th sub-60 round in PGA Tour history. Yesterday, he shot a 12 under 59 to open a 4-stroke lead over Daniel Berger, Russell Henley, and Sammy Valimaki. 59. Did you ever shoot a 59, Tom, when you were golfing?
For 4 holes.
For four, absolutely.
I couldn't do that in miniature golf.
My goodness. Only 6 prior rounds out of 72 held a PGA National, boasted a scoring average below 70. That's quite the score.
Yes.
There you go. A soccer match in Germany called off after one of the players' children bit a referee's testicle.
Oh, my goodness.
What?
According to the reports, Stefan Kahler, Kahler, checking players' registrations prior to the match between FC Taxi 2 and Rot-Weiss Mulheim 3 when the incident occurred. He said in his report that one of the FC Taxi players' children on the field doing warm-up exercises alongside the players. Well, that's cute.
It is cute.
That's very cute.
Nothing could go wrong.
He came closer and closer to me, then suddenly, to my complete surprise, gave me a sharp bite on my left testicle.
That's a rugby move.
It sure is.
Not
that
soccer.
belongs on the rugby pitch.
Yeah.
That's right. The referee canceled the game, saying his pain was too much.
How bizarre.
Hope he punched the kid.
I mean, how do you react?
What a
You
brat.
You don't hit somebody's kid.
The kid bit his testicle?
You still don't
Who trained him?
beat him.
Boy.
Next game, wheel him in a dolly like Hannibal Lecter. The kid's got that face mask
with
on.
The mask on.
And sedative.
Teeth and
Love your suit.
Also from the PGA, golfer Billy Horschel helped wrangle an alligator in the middle of the PGA National. Mr. Horschel had just finished playing the 6th hole when he spotted the police officer trying to shoo away an alligator. Scat! Get out of here.
With a broom.
The alligator wandered onto the course. The Florida native grabbed a 60-degree wedge. Are you sure that's the club you want in this situation?
Is that warm enough for...
I think you want to do like a 2-iron because you can't hit anything else with a 2-iron.
I'd hit him with the putter. That seems to be the heaviest club.
I just know I'd want all my clubs to be at least 72 degrees, nice on the hands.
He poked at the gator and got it to retreat back to the water. Cut that out. Mr. Horschel was undetermined and undeterred by the experience, shooting 5 under 66 and finishing the day 7 shots behind Jake Knapp, who shot a 59.
Wow.
An alligator, Tom.
Would you get near an alligator?
Never. Never, ever, never,
I
ever.
tried to. My girlfriend at the time stopped me.
Did you really?
Yeah, we were driving down Alligator Alley. We had gone to that space shuttle placey, and then we and I started to slow down because we saw all these alligators. She goes, "What are you doing?" I go, "Get a picture of me next to these alligators."
Oh.
And she goes, "I am not."
Oh my God.
Thankfully.
Well, you know, alligators don't have very strong opening of their jaws.
Yeah.
Now, shutting their jaws is incredible strength. But so if you get an alligator with their mouth shut, you're supposed to put your hand over the snout to keep them from.
Yeah, good luck remembering that at the time when you're being.
Isn't that how you tell the difference between an alligator?
Their snout, I think.
Well,
one of them.
you'll see after a while, and the other one you'll see later.
That is correct.
Crocodile versus alligator.
Hello. I wanted to go to Gator Jumperoo on one of those Florida trips we took, and nobody would go with me.
Gator Jumperoo?
Yeah, there's a
Is that a trampoline park with
their show
alligators?
called Gator Jumperoo, and they have all these alligators who perform tricks.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Coming up, we have something you probably didn't know was out there.
I don't think Tom would want to go.
He hasn't enjoyed the last 15 years.
No,
So boring. We have the headline: hair transplants for pubic hair. Ladies and gentlemen,
we're getting into something interesting.
Now we got something going on down here. Yes, you can do pubic hair transplants. And by the way, not just pube to pube. You can move it around your body.
That's very odd.
Yeah, and it's a thing, and it's happening. We're going to find out where and get all the gory details of getting the hair transplants, this time in the realm of the pubes. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Henry Phillips in the studio with us. Go ahead.
All right, well, this is a song about one time I was flipping through the channels, and it was late at night, and I saw that they had one of those televangelist preacher guys, and he was talking, as a lot of them do, about the end of the world is coming. And I want to tell all the people out there that the end of the world is coming. For some of us, sooner than others, but not to be a downer in the morning, but it is coming in. So this is a song about what I would do if it were the end of the world. Here we go. Well, I was flipping through the channels on my TV set last night, and then I came across some TV preacher guy, and he was talking about some prophecies, and I think I heard him say that tomorrow was the end of the world. So then I went into my kitchen and I reached for that top shelf, and I grabbed the finest whiskey I could find, 'cause there's no need to save the finer things for later anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. And then I got into my car and I drove down to a street corner, and I asked some guy where I could get some blow. And then I went up to the prettiest hooker I could find and asked if I could do a line off of her hooters. Well, much to my surprise, she said she didn't have hooters. And much to my surprise, I didn't care, 'cause there's no need for us to not be getting transsexual hookers anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. So have a smoke, shoot some smack, kick a kid in the face, steal somebody's groceries, 'cause there's no need to not be a grocery stealing little kid in the face, kicking, smack shooting, smoking, tranny hooker, getting all the other stuff I said earlier guy anymore, since tomorrow is the end of the world. When I woke up this morning, I took a look around, and of course I saw that everything was fine, but I'm still gonna call and thank that televangelist preacher guy, because I had myself a really lovely time.
Yeah.
Brian Johnson, first, the lead singer of AC/DC. For those of you who never heard him, he's like a pirate.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a good time tonight, you ready? Hey, matey, we're gonna roast up shore and give him a nice concert for a good hour and a half, and he can like it. He goes.
That's what it sounds like.
He comes and he goes, Jimmy, me son, I'm somewhere in Europe, and someone said that there's a guy named Jimmy Brewer doing hokey pokey. Because I challenge you to come up on stage with me at the show I'm doing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, sounds amazing. Right? Sounds amazing.
Right.
We're at a club and he's doing a benefit. And so some of the guys from AC/DC and Deep Purple and all this jazz. And Brian Johnson goes up on stage and we rehearse for about an hour. He's like, okay, I'm going to go out and I'm going to bring you out. And Like, are they going to like this? Oh, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. They're going to love it.
Uh-huh.
I said, okay. All right. Well, when do I know to go? The guy will come and he come and get you, and you'll be on the side of the stage. He come and get you. All right. So I'm on the side of the stage, and I get engulfed in the show. Uh-huh. Lights go down. The first song. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, wow. They're playing Shoot to Thrill. The floor's rocking. Next song. Back in black. Wow. Chicks are now climbing men's shoulders. I want a better view. Third song, it's silent for like an hour, for about 3 minutes, and then the bongs of the bell. Bong, bong, they're playing house bells. Place is ready to riot. And the guy comes and gets me, and he's like, all right, kid, get on the side of the stage. Hokey pokey right after hell's bells. All right. I said, no. He's like, yeah, no, they're going to love it. They're going to love it. So I'm literally watching them like, Satan coming to you. Hell's bells. Like, there's no way that puts your left foot in, your left foot out is gonna go up.
Oh my God. So we have the cabinets returning.
Cabinets are here.
Now,
Tim, we need to get to this because we have a time deadline here. We're hoping to hook up with Crosby, Stills, and Nash.
Beautiful.
So
all right.
move it forward.
You know, they seem to have all the time in the world until you guys got in here.
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? What do you got?
Let's go.
We love these guys. Here we go. Ready to go? Let's go. Writer's block, writer's block, writer's block, that's what I've got. You think I'm kidding, but I'm not. I've got writer's block.
Yes, he's got writer's block.
Writer's block, yes, I know. This is where the joke should go. Is there a joke there?
No.
I got writer's block.
Yes, he's got writer's block.
This is good. This is better than rehearsal.
Really? You guys rehearsed a couple years ago, right?
I started out, my mind was blank. I sat and thought an hour. By then my mind was even blanker. La 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 la. La 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 la. Writer's block, it's not fair. I'm sitting in my lucky chair and I can't find funny anywhere. I've got writer's block. I've got writer's block. Blow a whistle. Ring a bell. Blow a whistle again. 'Cause I can't write a joke. No, writer's block, writer's block. That's the song, that's all I've got. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly. I stole that line, yeah, it's not mine, 'cause I have writer's block.
Yes, he has writer's block. He claims it's writer's block. It's always writer's block. He's never not had writer's block.
Hey, I think it's time we get some new singers. I'm getting tired of you guys.
Yeah.
Nice ringing the bell.
Bravo.
Thanks very much.
I'll give you those details soon.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Jess Hooker's here.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Hello, Ace Cosby.
Hello.
I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Hello, testing. Oh, there we go. Sorry. Couple calendar notes. I'm being distracted by Pat tonguing his water.
Oh.
Very,
water.
very
That's
disgusting.
my water.
Oh, God. Edwin McCain was our guest earlier this week, a great singer-songwriter. He's going to be in Rockford, Illinois tonight. Willie G and Tommy Brennan will be our guests shortly. They're going to be this evening in Columbus, Ohio, at the Leisure Club. We were talking about the leisure suits the other day.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be at the Commonwealth Sanctuary Saturday in Cincinnati and at Hilarities in Cleveland on Sunday. And we've got some road trips coming up. We had last week at this time, we were coming to you from Iowa. We had a great time there.
That was fun.
And we've got a couple of road trips coming up involving the world of the baseball season, I should put it that way.
Okay.
We'll be giving you some details on those. We're working on some special stuff for those events. Right now, we find Jess Hooker over there sitting in for Christy Lee. She is at the Silac Insurance News Desk. What's happening?
A woman in New Jersey happens to be named Soon Bang.
Soon Bang!
And Ms. Bang has been charged with operating a brothel in New Jersey.
Well,
according to a probable cause affidavit,
what else you want to
the
do?
Oasis Spa operated by Ms. Bang was raided by officers who discovered a large quantity of condoms hidden within a mattress in a back makeshift bedroom.
Goodness. Hit him in the mattress, huh?
Detective D. Large also reported that a condom was found hidden in a plant in a massage room. The 63-year-old was arrested and charged with promoting prostitution, money laundering, and engaging in prostitution. Oh, she was owner, operator, and employee.
Apparently.
She liked the business so much, she bought the company.
She did it all.
How does she spell her last name?
B-A-N-G.
Wow.
Yeah, I could suck all the comedy out of this.
So it's either prostitution or a fireworks stand, right?
Yes.
That'd be her cousin, Loud Bang.
In Korean, that's pronounced bong.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she's, does it give her country of nationality, of origin, or heritage?
It does not, no.
Because I looked it up, and in Cantonese, the name, her first name again is
Soon.
Soon, yeah.
S-O-O-N.
Yeah, so Soon Bang in Cantonese translates upcoming coitus.
All right.
Or
Is that right?
Yes, or presently porking.
You got the alliteration, too.
Yeah, see, because people get confused. Presently doesn't mean now. It means soon, you see.
Right.
At present means now. It's a little bit of a lesson for everybody out there. Funny that.
I didn't know that.
God, her name, God, that's amazing.
She just had one mattress?
That's what it says.
It sounds like she's kind of like an owner-operator.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah.
Is it gross, or is she a go-getter?
If I show up...
A self-starter.
If I show up to a whorehouse, I want to be able to pick a room and a bed. And,
It's like a tanning bed. You clean it up afterwards.
But if this were in a novel or a movie, and the cop's name is D. Large.
Yeah, the first initial D, Large.
And Soon Bang, you're not going to believe any of it.
No.
Yeah. I mean, D is. I wonder if D. Large is a male or female.
Is it D-E-E?
No, it's D. Period.
Okay.
Like just wow. Well, sometimes your name is your destiny. Speaking of names, do you have the story about... this one's really confusing.
Which one?
About a kid named Unikite.
Oh, I do, yeah.
Unikite?
That's just one kite, right?
Yeah. It is.
Oh.
Hold on. Still looking. Okay. A Nebraska girl whose name is listed on state records as Unikite 13 Hotel
This is terrible.
has finally been issued a social security number.
So her last name is Hotel, I guess, right?
But it's not clear. This story makes no sense.
Is 13 spelled out?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
NBC News reports that after gaining custody of his daughter last year, Jason Kilburn learned that she did not have a valid birth certificate or a social security number due to a bureaucratic blunder. Mr. Kilburn said he was told that the name of his 2-year-old's certificate of live birth was computer generated by the Iowa hospital where she was taken after a home birth.
I see.
Yeah, this is...
So somehow the computer just typed in Unikite 13 Hotel?
I guess, yeah.
So the parents didn't name...
Yeah.
Apparently not.
Wouldn't this be really easy to fix?
You would think so.
Yeah.
Well, it says home birth, and it says that she didn't have a social security number, so her parents might be off the grid maybe, and maybe do things a little differently. I don't know.
that.
Yeah?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Following NBC's initial report, Mr. Kilburn's daughter has finally been issued a social security number under the name Unikite, though he calls her Caroline Elizabeth Kilburn.
Well, that's nice.
Well, Caroline, because you can't sing "Sweet Unikite." Ba ba ba.
Maybe it's Unikity.
So they don't...
It might be
That's
Unikity.
pretty, yeah.
I plainly remember the day that I sent off for my Social Security card. I was like 10 or 11 years old.
You didn't get one at birth?
They didn't. I don't think they did it when we well, maybe they did for you. I don't know. But
I don't remember.
My neighbor and I sent for the same day, and we got ours on the same. We got them back on the same day, and we were one number off from each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to get a new one. That was
not a new number though. Right?
No.
That's a nightmare.
Yeah, that was a day where you're grateful that you don't live there.
Yes.
It's a rough crowd, but
where, the Social Security office?
Yeah, they were very nice, but it was just
they're understaffed, and you wait for 5 hours.
But it was rough.
Did you have to order a Social Security card too?
No, I had to go for other reasons. I was there for 2 days.
Camped out.
I'm not even joking.
Well, you win.
I mean, what is it? Unikite 13 Hotel? That it sounds like an album, like by Wilco or something.
You're exactly right.
Have you heard of a new album?
Well, Tweety's done it this time.
Something's about this. Something is really fishy about this story. I don't believe it was computer generated. I think somebody did it as a joke to some poor kid. Wouldn't the staff at a hotel go, "Hey, look, you can't do." I mean, excuse me, the staff. I'm doing it. The staff at the hospital go, "Look, you've got to give this child a normal."
I can't
name.
imagine them messing with new parents. The hospital staff.
I can. Hey, we had a home birth. If you showed up at a hospital and you told them you did a home birth, I'm sure they treat you like garbage.
Ma'am, maybe you're right.
I don't think so. This is a thing I'd looked up. Terrible baby names.
Yeah.
Some of these tragedy, but it's spelled Tragedeigh.
Whoa!
Giving some poor kid a lifetime of. Yeah, but this one really kills me. I'm going to write this. Do you have a pencil? You want to? I want you to tell me how to pronounce this one. This is a legitimate name given to some poor kid. Desharte.
Wow.
Deshrt.
Desharte is
Desharte, I assume is.
But it could be Deshart, like Renee Day.
Yeah. But either way, I mean, even Desharte is. It's.
Didn't Deshart say existence is nothing? Or, that's Descartes.
You're thinking of I poop, therefore I am.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Here's one. I don't even want you to try to pronounce it. This is an actual name given to a kid. Ready?
Yep.
Kun.
Yeah.
I'll pause for a moment. Teia.
Okay. Kunsha.
It might be Kuncha.
Yeah.
Or Kuntia.
Right.
Let's hope. Either way.
Kun. And then
Teia.
Teia.
No, let's just say the K is silent, like in no.
Yes. Unita.
Yeah. Yes. But even Untia is a little.
Yeah, that's a little.
Yeah, either way, very uncomfortable. Thank you very much. But we have coming up some very interesting things in the world of news, including this story I had no idea. Pubic hair transplants. And by the way, this can go both ways. People are taking hair from
their head
and putting it down there.
No.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Is anybody taking it from down there and putting it on their head?
Yes.
You can.
And
absolutely, that happens.
That can be problematic. We'll find out about all these things when we return. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios.
I've got jock itch on my head.
Ergo, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Morgan Freeman reading Little Miss Muffet sat on the tuffet, eating her curd and whey. Along came a spider.
It's too good.
Down
perfect,
beside
man.
her.
Can you do Liam Neeson doing one?
3 blind mice. See how they run.
What are they running from?
I'm a man who's kidnapped my daughter.
Right. Do you have any special skills?
I don't know who they are. I don't know what these mice want. But if they're looking for some cheese, I'll tell you this.
Oh, come on. I'm loving this.
Pacino and Hickory Dickory?
Hickory Dickory died. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 3 and all went wee. That's wrong. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub.
What were the 3 men in a tub doing?
A butcher,
Rub-a-dub-dub,
a
3 men in
baker,
a tub.
and a candlestick maker. I know who you 3 are. I know what the 3 of you do. But I'm going to tell you this. This bathtub doesn't have a lot of time.
We're ready if you are, Chick. Do you want to?
Heck yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Well, wait a minute. I have a question. Are we just going to do this right in front of everybody?
And Doctor, I assume you just go in with one finger. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I gotta warn you, Joyce left the lube in her car last night.
Oh, it should be good and cold.
Funny stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. You know, it's always cold lube.
Uh-huh. Why don't they should use a warming lube.
Sarah, start playing the violin.
So we can't hear the screams.
Do you know the theme from Deliverance?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay,
You do the play-by-play.
Okay, here we go. Oh, boy.
Hi, thanks very much for joining us. With us in the studio, comedian Dean Edwards, and Dean is a veteran of Saturday Night Live. I know that you mentioned you did a great Chris Rock, Dead On Chris Rock.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Chris Rock.
Have you worked with Chris?
Yeah, well, you know, Chris and I, being both SNL alum, it's funny because I used to see Chris in the clubs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got cast on SNL, then Chris is very sort of reserved into himself and you know, cool with his friends, and he's very, very polite, but if he doesn't know you, he's looking at you like, I don't know you know. So once I got on the show, every time I saw him, he was very sort of big brother, very you know, strong with his advice. I remember one time Tracy Morgan and I are sitting in this comedy club in New York, the Comedy Cellar, and we had just had Jack Black was a guest host, and Chris walks in. He's like, you know what? I never watched that show. The one time I watched them, they still don't use black people. I was like, actually, Chris, you know, I was in 4 sketches this past week. He's like, you wasn't in them. You're just in the background. Don't ever be happy they throw you a bone. You got talent. Only the dude without talent is happy they throw him a bone in, which I appreciate. And then he sat there for a good 35 minutes lecturing me on gotta keep writing hard. Just every week, write 2 sketches and an update. 2 sketches. Meanwhile, Tracy Morgan is sitting there, Chris, you ain't never gave me that advice. When I started on the show, you never gave me advice like that. I'd appreciated some of that advice. That's how Tracy is, though. That's how he is.
Just in case you were wondering, Cool Whip is winning. Cool Whip is winning over Ready Whip in our survey. It's 31%. Unbelievable. 31% Ready Whip and 69%.
Yeah! Nobody else votes. The voting is done. You see, baby.
All right. We understand. We understand where everyone's body parts are. Thank you very much.
That's
Sitting or standing or
You're
what.
the yin, I'm the yang. Now take my big fang, put it right.
All right, we got it.
This may take a while. So how'd it go, boss? He said he's heard worse. He says he's heard worse. He says he hears worse every morning.
Bob and Tom in the morning.
Louisville's classic rock all day on 95.7 QMF. Please forgive us.
Hey, good morning. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the performance room. Hello, hey. Hello, Pat.
Hey, chick.
There he is. There's Josh Arnold.
With a new poem from a new poet.
Oh, my.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's turned into Poem Day. I'm loving it. There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold with our special guests.
Fresh from the ladies' room, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Not our guests. That came out wrong.
You went to the ladies' room?
Yeah, this place, I went to go to the bathroom. Everything was full.
There wasn't a hole around here without an ass on it. Is
That's
that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knocked, because there's the odds are you're the only woman in the building right now, I hope.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, so... But I tell you what, I know Pat always sneaks in there.
I love it in there.
Yeah, he's usually not going to make sure I am in there.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Just in case, get a quick flash.
Yeah.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Tommy Brennan. It's good to see you, Tommy.
Hello.
And Willie G, son number 2. Hey, Willie.
We were driving and I was telling Tommy, I was like, the show's very regimented. As soon as we get in there, my dad's going to intro us. Just don't say anything. And then the whole ladies' room diatribe. I couldn't have been more wrong describing what was going to go on in here.
And by the way, you're out of tampons.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I appreciate it.
No, you are.
Yeah. I'll restock.
And bourbon.
Why did you check the supply of tampons in the ladies' room?
Because there's a basket. There's a basket on top of
there are
the.
plenty in there. There's a little tin case with. There are a bunch of red ones in there.
Oh, yeah. That's not. Those are different.
Hang on. What did you say, Josh?
There's a bunch of red ones in the.
We got to catch these guys up on what's going on here.
Tommy and Willie, all week I decided to shave my winter's beard, and all week I've let the folks here decide how I'm going to look. And we've gotten some poems about me trimming my beard.
Okay, we should explain to Tommy. I know Willie is aware of this.
I did explain.
No, but you didn't. No, you didn't.
As a matter of fact, you said, let me explain, I believe.
So you didn't explain the phases and the stages.
Yes.
I think he kind of did. That can't be a deeper
Okay, so about Monday, it was mutton chops with a connecting mustache.
I like that.
Nothing on the chin.
Yes, Tuesday I disconnected the mustache from the chops.
Sideburns and Fu Manchu.
Beautiful. You just can't. You really want to get involved in Josh's thing.
No, this is radio that people can't see it.
Thursday was just Fu Manchu. I actually referred to it as True Man Chew because a true man would sport it. And now today's just the regular mustache. May I continue?
Who wrote the poem?
You are really something.
This comes to us from Trucker Daryl from Paxico, Kansas.
Oh, hey.
You ready? Now, this is the structure changes here. It starts A, B, A, B, and then kind of does its thing.
Wow. Right.
After that. Thine face lay bare, bereft of beard. Most all approve, Tom only jeered.
Ah.
It is a choice that you may soon not abide as you regretfully discover that you can no longer offer free a mustache rides.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Daryl.
Wonderful.
Isn't it nice to know that there are great poets out there just rolling down the highway?
Or at least poets, yes.
And a truck driver, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, the ones from before, those were also just excellent. We may have to revisit them.
Yeah, they
were so nice.
We should probably post them. Maybe I'll read them and we can post them.
We need to put up phases of you with your beard and like some soft music as a retrospective of you going over your beard.
In memoriam.
Yeah.
Now, Pat is apparently doing his impression. What is happening to your hair, Pat?
Hey, Josh, Pat was in the basement all night. What did he just say?
The time machine is finished.
Marty.
If you want to see this, Ace, how does
1.21 gigawatts?
How does one view this, Ace?
Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube channel.
Thank you very much. Now let's review. In the building, we have the lady. That's Ms. Hooker sitting in for Christy Lee.
Yes.
No facial hair.
No,
Right.
not. Well, hold on. Nope, I'm good.
Okay. Then we have Mr. McGee with a nice beard.
Howdy do.
Ace once again is completely shaved. Ace and I disagree. Ace with a beard, not good.
I like it.
I'd like it too.
No.
It looks great.
I think it's
Fantastic.
Your dad forced me to shave.
I know when
Jeez.
when Ace
George Steinbrenner, eh?
No, when Ace has a beard, it looks like it just looks like he's been kidnapped and put in a storage shed for a week. But I'm sorry. So let's get back to it. Our guest Tommy Brennan, clean shaven.
Yes, this is about a 7-day shadow here.
Really?
Yeah, pretty nice.
Yeah, you have that game show host look.
I'll take that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Doesn't he look like he could be
the
sitting?
next Seacrest.
Yeah, sitting in.
He looks like he could be best friends with Lyle and Eric Menendez.
I think the style.
That's
the
what he looks like.
Vintage
I would love to
jacket.
be.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
vintage jacket does give that time frame.
Is it truly vintage, or is Adidas making those again, or whoever?
I believe this one is. This is I shop for them on the road. I like to look always like a jet ski came to life. That's my that's kind of what I go for.
That is perfect. That's working. And then Willie G. I haven't seen Willie for a few weeks. Got the.
Good to see you, Dad.
Got the.
This counts for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay?
I can't tell if Willie has a mustache and he's sort of wearing a military green button.
Yeah.
I can't tell if you are military or protesting that.
First off,
the look goes either way.
I was not aware I looked like that, and I'm not trying to steal valor, fellas. I feel bad about that one. No, I got the mustache. Man, I've been growing this thing out for 3 days. I hate that I had to come here on beautiful Josh Arnold Mustache Day.
No. We're brothers in arms.
I really hope we are.
Lips, brothers and lips.
I think what Willie means is you have a magnificent bastard for a mustache over there.
Well, in Willie, yours is 3 days. This is months, dude. So yours, we'll get there in months.
No, this has been since December, Josh. I haven't shaved.
Oh, I thought he said 3 days. I'm sorry.
He was kidding.
Oh,
Since
okay.
December. You got to keep that thing.
No.
Now, are you taking a survey among your friends and loved ones about the stash?
Yes, I don't know. My friends like it. My girlfriend doesn't like it.
She doesn't.
No, she thinks it makes me look like a pedophile.
Well, she's.
But
All right, that seems a little harsh.
she's an idiot. She's 14. What does she know?
Oh!
Wait a minute.
We're doing jokes, guys.
What just happened?
Willie, I have to say, you're throwing me because you look just like my son right now.
That's
he has
what I'm
the
going
mustache.
for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I texted Max Hooker. I go, big guy, send me a picture. I'm showing it to my barber.
We might have to do a side by side. It's startling,
Yeah,
right,
it is.
guys?
They do.
Yeah,
They look friendly.
exactly alike.
Now, Tommy, can you grow facial hair?
Yeah, I can.
Have you ever
not
tried
the
it?
Stash, yeah, it gets a little blonde up here, but I can do I had a pretty bad one a couple years ago.
Nah.
Went 3 months.
Bad beard?
Yeah. But I kind of just look. I still have a young look somehow.
You do.
It looks like I've glued it on. It looks like I'm in
You
like a
could,
bad community.
and don't take this the wrong way. If they were making a movie about, you could be a senior in high school in a movie, nobody would blink twice.
He'd be the bad guy too.
Yeah, but you could easily walk into a high school. And,
Yeah, incredibly you are very castable. Yeah.
What's your problem, Arnold?
But couldn't you also see him being the buddy of the? I mean, if not the lead, but the buddy of the lead, going, "Hey, man, you should go after Heather." She's
the yes man. Yeah. That's what I would love to play the best friend, or I'd play the friend of the villain. I think that'd be fun. Kind of the sidekick who maybe comes around at the end and turns out to be a nice guy.
How old are you?
I'm 30.
Okay. Yeah.
You're 30?
Wow.
I just refuse to act.
That is amazing. I wouldn't have. Now, Pat, if you were cast in a movie as a member of the faculty of a school, any ideas what you'd be?
What would I be?
Yeah. Who would you be?
You mean what subject you teach?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I would teach theater, of course. And I would hire this young man, and there'd be a casting couch, of course.
Absolutely.
Somehow I knew that.
This is quite common. You want the part or not?
Emote for me, boy.
Well, we're going to come back. We'll find out what's going on with Tommy, Brennan, Willie G. We got some great news stories. We reviewed...
And more information on Gator Jumperoo.
Yeah, we also reviewed...
dream come true.
We reviewed my lack of pubic hair until I came late in the game, and there is literally a story in the news about transplanting the hair transplants now with pubic hair.
Oh my!
From your head to your pubic.
Both directions.
Both directions.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing.
Wow.
But we've got that coming up in the news.
Is that why you're bald? Did you do the surgery secretly years ago?
Only Willie could say that.
No, I'm actually kind of thinking if
somebody just got a timeout.
If I had that option when I was 16, hey, look, we can take some hair off here and put it. I would have done it because it was just so humiliating.
Yeah.
If you're wondering why I hate jocks, that's why. Right now
Let me tell you about Raycons.
Thank you.
Everyday earbuds, your perfect partner for the gym, work, or phone calls, offering premium audio that goes where you go. The latest model has been updated, 32-hour battery life, multi-point connectivity, lets you pair with 2 devices at once, and Raycons has a quick charge function, just 10 minutes of charging, you get 90 minutes of battery, and at this price point with Raycons, you do get active noise cancellation, starting at just half the price of other premium audio brands. And they're available in a variety of vibrant colors like royal blue, blush violet, forest green, and the collectible colors like rose gold. If you don't love them, I've never heard of such a thing, but Raycons has a 30-day happiness guarantee return policy. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom right now. Get up to 20% off site-wide, 20% off everything on Raycon's website, including 20% off all headphones, too. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Now, coming up, I hope we have more poems, and we do have an update on the New Jersey brothel.
Oh, okay.
Run by Ms. Bang.
Soon Bang?
Soon Bang. That's actually her name. What was the name of her cousin that ran the fireworks place?
You had said Loud Bang.
Loud Bang. There we go. Okay.
Soon and Loud.
Yeah, of course. They're the Bang.
Loud Bang could work at the whorehouse, too, I think.
Wow. Yeah,
Things got out of hand.
Yeah. Well, some guys like that.
Hey, your Seinfeld out. Man, I love that.
Okay, thanks. I'll listen to you. These are the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Taking the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Taking the wiener man. Late at night when the bars are closing, alcohol takes its toll, and the drinkers need a favorite vendor, a tasty treat of sausage splendor. Little man behind the car, police can't catch him because he's way too smart. The smell of mustard and a big umbrella, hot dog man's got the perfect cover. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the wiener man. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the wiener man. Oh, yeah. He waits out patient out in the street. All the hunters want to sample the meats. He can't help but relish the fact the footlong keeps you coming back. Once you're feeling safe and cool, that's when the wiener man makes his move. You can't scream when your mouth is full. He's coming for you. He's gonna get you. Attacking the wiener man.
This is the most fun I've had in 20 years.
I know. This is the best. How could being that dead make you feel that alive?
I don't know.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
Hey, it's Josh from the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh Arnold is here, and Ace Cosby, Jess Hooker, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
I'm Chick McGee, and there's Tom Griswold, and we have special guests in the studio.
We do indeed. Comedian Tommy Brennan is here with us.
Yes.
He's the 30-year-old that looks 18 that could be cast as a young, would you say, perhaps Ryan Seacrest? Very handsome. Very
like a high school bully. I went through a really late puberty, so I never got to be a high school bully. I like to look like one now.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I didn't get that chance.
Yeah, and we're going to get to the topic of pubic hair coming up. I'm glad you brought it up. Also, my son, Willie G., back from Chicago, on tour. The boys have a couple of stops coming up. In fact, you'll be on the road this evening in Columbus, Ohio. And then after that, it's a little action in Cincinnati and then Cleveland.
Yes.
I'll give you the names of all that coming up in just a second. But we have to get to your life, Tommy. Where are you from?
From St. Paul, Minnesota.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Minnesota.
But see, this ties right in.
Yeah.
Because we had the story this morning from the Minnesota Star about...
I'll meet you at Target.
We did.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you ever experienced this, but apparently many of the schools in Minnesota until the early 70s required the boys to swim naked.
Oh.
During health class.
Yeah, so they would... Did you ever experience that?
I didn't. It was a little bit before my time.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Barely.
But maybe your family, maybe...
I'm sure my dad, that probably explains.
Can you call him and
see?
say...
Made eye contact. Seems like that was probably scarring.
Oh, yeah.
This is so disturbing. Now we're getting people that have experienced this writing us email, so I'd like to hear more about it. Are you from a big family, small family? What's the story?
Big family, one of 8 kids. Yeah, that's Willie and I were talking about it. He's got a bunch of siblings. I got a bunch of siblings. Mine all from the same 2 parents.
That's weird.
Yeah, it proves you can do it. You can have 8 kids and still not like each other. You know, they prove you can make it happen.
We've been married 52 years. I hate her.
Boys, girls. What's the?
Mostly girls. I got 6 sisters. bunch of
Are
them
you
are
kidding?
gay. Yeah.
A bunch of them are gay?
Bunch of them are gay. Yeah, it's a WNBA situation at our house. It's great.
Boy, how would you like that tampon concession, huh, Tom?
Where do you fall in the...
I'm 6 down.
No, he meant gay or straight.
Oh, yeah, God. I'm still figuring it out.
It
takes a while.
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm 30, I got time.
Hell yeah.
What do you suppose is the last conversion age-wise?
Last conversion age-wise? Oh, like was there a 98-year-old who said,
Yeah,
you know what?
some dude, yeah.
Wasn't Christopher...
Top Gun. What was it? Was it she?
The word conversion might be problematic.
Yeah.
But
Sorry. You know what I mean.
Oh, no. Let me step in here and defend my buddy Tom. He means when are you not normal anymore?
No. I mean,
on the other side, at what point can you be saved? I think is
that is kind of.
Oh no, yeah. This is a whole calendar. You know what I'm saying?
You mean like the late life lesbian
Exactly. There's the term late life lesbian.
Christopher Plummer, I think his last movie was about an 80-year-old.
later on in life.
Yeah, a good movie.
Man who,
great movie.
Beginners or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And is that a matter of being closeted because of society, or not?
It seemed like it
or
was
suddenly realizing, hey, wait a minute.
I think his wife died, and then he said...
It was his choice about it.
Okay. I'm just kind of, I don't know. It's not something I'm
loveless marriage, stuff like that.
So in other words, Tommy, there's still time.
There's time. We'll see what happens.
You got a lot of...
finally shaves the mustache.
Yeah, you never know what spark might fly.
We were talking about you in the green room, and you do look a lot like Matt Damon. Do you get that a lot?
Yeah, I mean, the internet will just find different ways of, like, calling me white.
Okay.
And Matt Damon is one of them. But it'll be like, oh, you look like Matt Damon and insert another, like Paul Rudd had a kid.
Okay.
Or it'll be like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, or Ben Affleck and Chris Pratt.
Gotcha.
But it's just all the white guys.
I would go with a young Tom Brady.
Okay.
That's dead on.
He actually,
that's true.
That's very good, Ace.
Less good looking when he was younger, but I'll take it. That's I feel like his picture out of college was rough.
Yeah, I'm seeing Ethan Hawke.
Okay.
There we
Ethan
go.
Hawke.
I'm seeing Ethan Hawke and you
Training day?
and me in a sauna. I mean,
Josh.
Yes.
That's not normal behavior.
Now, Willie with the mustache looks like, let me think here. With that particular mustache, it looks like...
Dad, I don't want to stop you, but we're having a great morning. We already had a handshake. I mean, this is intimate. I don't know if you want to...
You've done enough damage, he said.
I was going to say Matt Damon and Rico Suave.
There you go.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Has the stash that looks a little bit Miami-esque.
Thank you.
Which leads us to, speaking of hair, Miami is the source of this next story involving pubic hair and something if you told me I wouldn't have believed it, the pubic hair transplant.
Yes, it's a thing. If you are thinking of bulking up your bush, transplant experts say it's possible to add hair to your pubic area. According to foundhair.com, the procedure involves a surgeon performing either a follicular unit grafting or a unit extraction.
Follicular.
Now, I know how that's, I know what it means. Does it explain it? What exactly?
Yes. Follicular unit grafting requires removing a strip of skin from one area with hair and transplanting it to the pubic area.
So follicular is in follicle?
Yes.
So, but the larger point is it's your own flesh.
It is.
So your body won't reject it.
Isn't this what guys do with the back?
Yeah,
the
I
back
think
of their
something
hair,
similar.
something
Oh, they take it from the back and put it on top.
But sometimes, and sometimes they take it from their back, and it goes on to say sometimes people will take pubic hair.
No, they don't.
Yes, it's at the end of this article. Yeah, they will put it on top of your head.
Yeah, the extraction involves punching each follicle out of the donor site individually in order to transplant the hair.
Can't feel good.
No.
It is really painful. Is that true? Or is that, I mean, it sounds painful.
I didn't.
I remember we were doing an event one time, and a guy had just had it done the day before, and his underneath his eyes, it was all saggy and blood, and it's pretty gruesome.
Yeah.
But it works.
Have you ever had a pubic hair pulled out one at a time, Josh?
I have pulled one. Yeah, so I mean, it wasn't like a torture thing, but it was.
Oh, for sex?
So hot.
Yes, I demanded.
But the thing is,
I said take your time.
if you were to want more hair down there, And if you were to take it from your head, in many cases, that would be sort of straight hair.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same
So it wouldn't.
texture.
It could be kind of weird looking.
Yeah, if you
and
had,
vice versa. Sure.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
if you, sometimes when you guys get older, your eyebrows kind of look like pubes. You know.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, they're kind of wiry and curly.
They get out of control. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pat, you really are a good example of that, actually.
I like how you could have said when men get older, but you chose to say when you guys get older. Specifically.
Day 5, Willie. They're driving me nuts.
But I mean, you could sort of have like bangs down there.
Yeah, you could style it.
Yeah,
that'd be odd.
Put a part in it.
But it does say that the procedure is done in reverse, in which men will have their hair from their pubic area put on top of their head.
Yeah,
that seems very strange.
Do they suggest who's interested in this? Is it like a certain medical condition?
Yes, it
Why would
actually
you-
says that a lot of people use it to cover up surgical scars.
Oh,
Okay.
that
All
makes
right.
total sense.
Yeah.
Well, and then Willie, you did it for your mustache, right?
Yeah, that's exactly why I did it. And now I got kind of the reverse, the opposite down there.
Right.
It's very odd.
But this article comes from Miami, which is where this particular doctor that is the expert on this has his practice.
See, I would think in Miami, the less pubes, the better for many.
Yeah,
they like the
They're going to be on the beach a lot. They're going to be
fine.
You don't want those bikini spiders.
But I think it's the location of the Pubic Hair Club for Men. You ever seen their
it is.
commercials?
I see. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be great? Because I don't know, depending on where you live, typically these hair transplant things end up on billboards.
Yes. Sure.
And it's usually a local weatherman or some sort of semi-celebrity, often a DJ.
Or some stooge from a radio show.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But can you imagine if they did that for pubes?
Oh gosh.
It's
the before and after.
Yes, it's Monahan the weatherman. Here's his bush before. Here it is after. Remember when he had a comb over down there?
Josh says they also use the beard and the chest to harvest hair. You could have been a donor and given your beard hair to someone who wanted to grow hair.
That seems weird to me. I just sold it on my OnlyFans.
But you can't. They don't have a thing. You can't get someone else's hair, right? It has to be your own tissue.
I think it does,
or you'd have to take anti-rejection drugs. I don't think we're that desperate.
Well, not yet.
Yeah, but like I've said before, as soon as they figure out the way to regrow hair, Bezos is going to look like Mo Howard from the Three Stooges.
You think he will choose hair?
Nah.
I think he's over it.
I think he looks fine.
looks
I
good
mean,
this way.
yeah, just leave
we're
it bald.
used to him now.
Yeah.
I don't
The
know.
look. He wears it well. A lot of people can't. And he does okay, right?
Because he's like Martian bald, isn't
Yeah.
he? Yeah.
Is there any way we could get you to just go ahead and
give it a shot one time?
Shave it all off just for a day? No?
No, that doesn't.
Not
that won't work for me.
Okay.
Didn't you get a haircut yesterday?
I got canceled. My whole day yesterday turned to a show. Yes, and Kelly's been she's sick, so I ended up driving across town 30 times.
Man, those
life is hard.
Those sideburns you've got.
No, but I kids have to be two places at the same time.
Yeah,
It was
I don't know.
one of those days.
Oh, and you know what? You've got a weekend coming up, and those are
and it's her birthday.
Those are brutal.
Oh, yeah.
It's her birthday today, so
double brutal.
Well, her first present I already gave her. I slept in the guest room, so that was
a thoughtful gift.
That is a thoughtful gift.
I'm sure that she enjoyed it.
I didn't have to hear that. Oh, what's going on? Please. Oh, never mind.
It's so weird sleeping in your own house in a different bed.
Really? I feel like you'd be used to it.
You just moved in
2 years ago.
Has it been 2 years? It hasn't been 2 years. Has it?
I think it is, yeah.
Holy hell.
But I
gotta pay attention.
I mean, and I couldn't find the lights and.
Yeah.
Well, but you
should wander around your house. Get familiar with
Your
it.
lights suck at your house. Rich people lights are crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Get a switch.
All the
your
dimmers.
lights.
If I ever do it again, I'm not getting talked into that ridiculous thing.
There's a button that says parlor. There's a button. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
The lights there.
I think your next house is going to be a drawer, pal. Okay.
Hey.
Hey, me too.
No. The answer is mausoleum. The drawer is
You're not
just
going in the ground.
The drawer is while they build the mausoleum.
My next house is an urn.
You got to go in the ground, baby.
I've never known anybody that's been mausoleumed. Have you guys?
Oh yeah, my family does that. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I was
So,
married
so
into
they're above ground.
Yeah, and it's a locked door, and you go in, and that's where you visit.
The one I was married into was drawers outside, actually.
Okay. Yeah.
And they were all locked down, and it was very granite and marble. And,
Yeah.
Is there an odor? I mean, aren't you rotting in there over time?
No, I think it's airtight.
You know, bodies are filled full of embalming fluid for a reason. You know.
Well, not of all, not people of all faiths.
Oh,
that's true.
And by the way, don't read about the tragic Gene Hackman end.
Oh, yeah. Well, thanks for
that gets. No, you brought it up earlier. That gets awful.
What? I didn't think we knew yet. Do we know?
No, but
they're assuming.
Tom has all these elaborate theories. She killed him.
Dustin Hoffman was involved.
The dog did it.
Let's get back to our
something. I think Gene Hackman missed her birthday. And,
we got.
She was sick.
And she was.
Had to go out all day for tea
and the weekend was brutal.
We have something really odd and morbid coming up in just a few minutes. However, I want to. We really haven't had time to meet our guest, Tommy.
Yeah, let's please.
I have a serious question for you. I am a Tom.
Yes.
And very few people ever called me Tommy.
Yeah.
Even when I was a kid. My brothers called me Dude way before the Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
My sister calls me Butch. Because I hated getting haircuts.
That's
as a
funny.
kid.
Tommy calls a lot of his sisters.
Hey,
Tommy, it's not fair. I just met you. I have no business telling jokes like that.
That was beautiful.
But it's a fact.
Man,
That's the
that
problem.
was great.
So, were you a Tom, a Thomas, a Tommy? What's happening?
I was Tommy forever, and then I tried. When I went to college, I was like, I'm going to be Tom now because I'm an adult. And that made it through. I made an email address, and then that was it. I couldn't stick with it. Everyone in my family, it's Nikki, Shani, Katie, Allie, Maddie, Tommy, Lizzie, Carrie. Everyone has the E at the end.
Mm-hmm.
And it just, I couldn't get, I like kind of being a childish guy. And Tommy just works better.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Thomas if my mom's mad at me, but that's kind of it.
Yeah, that's kind of standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuck with it though.
All right, and that's your professional name also.
Yeah. It
has kind of a show-busy ring.
Well, I don't know what it's going to be like when I'm
Friendly?
like 50 and saying Tommy, though. Do I have to change it at some
Tommy
point?
Chong, Tommy Lasorda. I think you're
that's
okay.
true.
You're in a good
Yeah.
class of.
Like Jimmy Buffett. I mean,
That's true.
It can be pleasant.
So I just got to stop wearing socks, and then it'll be fine.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Great.
Stay in the sun.
That's it.
sun
Hey,
protection.
look, I'm a parrot head.
Yeah, I like it. I'm a Tom now. But, used to it.
Were you Tommy ever?
Well, not really.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, there are a couple people that still does.
Willie.
But see, Willie's always been Willie to me.
You don't know. You don't want to know what Josh and I call you.
Did you ever try going with Will?
No, I can't do it. The other Willie from my college, there was two of us, and he's Will now. He officially dropped it.
Oh, you won.
No, I know, yeah. It was a standoff.
It begins and ends with Liam, my friend.
I would always love to go that way. I didn't know
Liam.
that was an option forever.
Liam.
Yeah.
You get a lot of
the second
Wilbur,
half
too.
instead of the first half of William.
William is the first.
Is that where Liam comes from?
It's the forbidden.
Yeah, you could be me.
Yeah,
Tommy. Yeah, Liam actually last year was the #1 name for boys in the U.S. of A. for babies. Yeah, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Do we blame Oasis for that? Who's responsible for that? I'm not sure. Well, we'll find out more about Tommy and what's going on with Willie and their tour.
Yes.
Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Maybe you've been thinking about therapy for a while, and maybe some of the walls you got to get through to get to therapy have been troubling you because you don't want to take a chance and go to someone's office, have to sit there, you'll feel awkward. BetterHelp is a way to access therapy that removes a lot of those, let's just say, walls or hurdles, because the therapy itself is done online, so you're going to be a lot more comfortable doing it wherever you want to do it, and the actual action involves the talk therapy. So what you do is you go to BetterHelp.com/BT Show, and at BetterHelp.com you'll fill out a questionnaire. You'll be matched up with there are more than 30,000 accredited therapist right now working in this program with a wide range of specialties. You'll be matched up, by the way. If that doesn't work out, you can switch therapists anytime. No additional fees are involved in that. Then, like I said, the therapy is done online, so you could be at your office with the door shut. You could be in your car in the parking lot on your phone, and you can do it with the camera on, camera off, or texting back and forth. This is about whatever works for you. Obviously, a lot more convenient. No driving across town. And again, also just that the ability to do it without having to be in the room. That might be awkward for you. But therapy can be great for all kinds of things. It can involve friends, families, marriages, et cetera, et cetera. So see what I'm talking about. Give it a shot. Visit betterhelp.com/BT show. The /BT show thing will knock 10% off your first month. And I'll say it very slow because I'm having trouble speaking English today. BetterHelp, HELP, betterhelp.com/BT show. Coming up, we have paying back an ex-boyfriend, but making a mistake in the process. And Pat, I don't know if you have a song about this, but the word eel and the word anus in the same story, and the anus belongs to a human being. I'll let you do the math on that one. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Oh, how I do get sentimental about me carefree days as a lad. We never had toys that were store-bought. We would improvise with things that we had. We made forts out of cardboard boxes. Yardsticks were swords or were spears. But of all these things, none gave the hours of fun like me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. It was of the finest label, canvas, lace, and stainless cable. Me mother's gigantic brassiere. Yeah! Oh, I leapt from the roof of the garage, though I was but 6 or 7 years. Oh, I would have broke me back, but I clung fast to the straps of me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Wing nuts, cleats, and spoiler, brass grommets, and cup holder on me mother's gigantic brassiere. We tied the bra between 2 trees. The neighbor boys, they did declare. We ended the attack with 6 pumpkins and 2 cats flung from me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Delicate flower appliques, 8-track tape and safety chains on me mother's gigantic brassiere. One time we used it to slow down our dragster or parasail behind our boat. Then there was the time it was used to airlift an injured skier off a treacherous mountain slope. But most I think of my father's pride when wash day it was done, as he hoisted it up the telephone pole to billow in the sun. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. With an awning and screen door, could sleep 2 family of 4. It's me mother's gigantic brassiere. Oh, me mother's gigantic brassiere. Reinforced hydraulic winch, reflective tape, and 3-point hitch on me mother's gigantic brassiere.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Really, yes.
I blame Dan.
So Dan, you're getting divorced. Huh?
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, really, even on like careers, I mean, it is tough, on the road, but we're just so different too. Like, comedy, and she is an electrical engineer. Very, very different worlds.
Okay.
Wow.
And I probably should have listened more too, because I realized after her doing that for 9 years, the only thing I know about her job is that it has to do with electricity and engineering, and that's it. Like, it's so boring. Like, I hate it. Like, she would try and describe it to me, and she would use these technical words that I don't understand. And then she would dumb it down with smaller technical words I also don't understand.
Right.
So it would just be frustrating. Like, I would feel like some dumb monster just incapable of knowledge. Just like, me no like talk now. Dan Hart hurts. Dan Hart sad. I mean, seriously, the things she would say.
That's very good.
But it would be like, would you guys understand this if she's trying? I'd be like, what do you do? She's like,
are you asking us if we understand
like,
divorce?
No, the job.
Okay.
The job.
Oh, the job. Okay.
Like, okay, because this is the kind of thing she would say. I'm like, no, seriously though, what do you do?
Right.
She's like, well, right now I design schematics to handle the downtown power grid voltage distribution. What?
Yeah.
And I'd be like, what's the schematic do? She's like, well, schematic doesn't do anything. It just shows where the load's being carried. And I'd have to go 8th grade to make myself feel better. I'm like, well, I'll show you where the load's going to get carried. Dan happy now. Dan Hart is fun again.
She'd be like, Dan, I'm serious.
Typical guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dan got big load.
Yeah.
Dan been on road.
Yeah, the problem was it was so dry. I knew I'd have to work so hard, and then in the end, it would just suck anyway. It would just be something boring I wouldn't care about.
Right.
Sometimes I'd want to just say, look, just stop talking. Do you or do you not build robots? No?
Yeah.
Then why are we talking?
Right.
She could build a robot.
Yeah, I guess she
Electrical
could.
engineer, sure.
Yeah.
I know. Why can't you do that?
She probably will.
Still,
Yep. Yes, one that
Replace me.
listens. Yeah.
Someone she can get along with.
Yeah. Who doesn't like meat? Hello.
Yes, that could very well happen. It'd be kind of a dillbot.
Okay. I think that's
So
the
it likes
first time
pickles. All right. Okay.
insulted someone's ex-wife on the air.
No. A dillbot makes perfect sense.
If she's an electrical engineer, she can, make.
Yeah, make whatever she
Who
wants.
knows? I'm sure she's a level person.
I just picture my son saying, my new daddy's a dillbot.
I'm not sure that. Energy Supercross tickets, that event at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. It's the Monster Energy Supercross coming up a week from Saturday. Things are flying. Oh, my.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Josh and Jess and Ace. And there's Pat Godwin. I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick McGee.
We have special guests.
We have guests in the studio on the road. Comedian Tommy Brennan and Willie G, son number 2.
Hey.
And these guys are going to be at the Leisure Club in Columbus, Ohio, coming up tonight.
That sounds fun.
Then it's Cincinnati's Commonwealth Sanctuary Saturday night, and then Sunday at the famous Hilarities in Cleveland, Ohio.
Wouldn't you like to be a member of a leisure club?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Have a leisure suit, jacket in there.
Wasn't there a series of movies? Wasn't there the Men of Leisure, the Gentlemen of something?
I don't know what porn you watch.
The Men of True Genius? Is that what
I forget what it was. And we discussed the so-called leisure suit. A very unfortunate, very brief phase in men's fashion. Was it late 70s? If you want to see what they look like, watch old episodes of The $6 Million Man.
I want to say mid-70s.
Really unattractive, unappealing, and it went away, fortunately. Tommy Brennan, we've learned a few things. You are from...
St. Paul, Minnesota.
You're 30, but you look 18. Interesting. Do you have a girlfriend? Are you married? What's going on over there?
I've got a girlfriend, but just hit a year.
All right.
Whoa.
Oh, you got to get out of
that. Is
hang in there. That second year's a bit.
We're fighting a lot. So
okay.
We're gonna make it. Yeah, it's good.
Call her woman a lot.
Okay.
And try this one. You're not a bitch. You're just acting like one. How about that?
Always say acting like.
I've thrown that out there.
Try that.
So that's helping.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great line that always works. Did you meet her in a traditional manner, or was this one of those internet online apps?
We did. We met in real life.
Okay, good. That's good.
I think internet might be traditional now. I think.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Sadly, it's
very odd to me. Yeah, I can't do it.
I mean, you can't smell them online.
Oh.
Ho, 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 ho.
Hey, Tom, that's not acceptable online or offline.
Yeah,
to
were you
sniff your
smelling
dates.
people?
Yeah.
No, but I'm just I could never.
I know what you mean.
I went ahead and ordered you a coffee. Now, can I get a whiff of you over here? Is that what you're doing?
No, it's just I could never.
Are
do
you
it.
still dating? Yes or no?
No,
Okay.
but I mean, I could never do that.
Online dating?
I could never have been able to. No, never.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
That
it
seems like that would be right in your wheelhouse.
That's the way it is
online.
now.
But Tommy, you met yours in real life, as you said.
Met mine in real life. I had gotten off the apps. Yeah, I didn't like the dating apps. I saw my cousin on Tinder. Back in Minnesota. Yeah.
Nice.
How was that date?
Well, yeah, it was good. The problem is we had to see each other in person then. And then she was like, I saw you. And she was like, what if I accidentally swiped right? I was like, we would have matched. You know, balls in your court, Courtney. But no, so I deleted Tinder after that. We met in real life, me and my
at a bar?
my girlfriend. Family reunion. But no, she's a comic as well. So
okay.
So we were friends for like 4 years. And then started things up when I moved to New York.
Cool.
Yeah.
Does she fix your jokes for you? Is she extremely critical?
I would say she's the inspiration for some.
Yeah.
That's a good answer, Tom.
Yeah, we get in a fight and then I walk away after I lose and then I write it down. It's never worth winning the fight, you know? Yeah, have you ever won an argument against your girlfriend or wife and then been like, wow, the vibes in here are great?
Yeah.
I'm happy with my behavior.
He's crying. I'm calling my boys to celebrate. Yeah, I won this time.
She thinks all the points I made were really, really smart. So.
And she loved it when I said, I told you so.
Yeah.
That always goes over well.
Yeah.
I told you so. Now, you're on the road, and you and Willie are doing a bunch of shows.
Yeah.
We were talking a little bit off the air. You know some people that we know you've opened for some big name comics?
Yeah, that was like getting out of Chicago, getting the start. The first big one was Louis Anderson. That was a big moment.
Cool.
You know, big family, Minnesota. That's like my favorite. It was my first big weekend. I was so bad and so nervous, and I didn't have a car, but it was at that Schaumburg Improv, and I was living downtown, so I had to Uber out there. I was supposed to borrow my friend's car. All my friends are comics, so the car didn't work.
Sure.
So I had to Uber out there. It was like $150 to get out there. I do the show, whatever. It goes. I'm trying to get an Uber back. It's still over $100.
Man.
Louis hears me talking about it, and he says, I have a friend driving back to the city. You should go with him. I get in this guy Kevin's car. It's me, Kevin, and his girlfriend. They're both in their 60s. The second I get in the car, Kevin goes, we just got to stop by my daughter's house.
Oh.
And I was like, all right, cool. It becomes clear as we get closer, this is an estranged daughter that doesn't know he's coming.
What?
And the girlfriend is trying to text her to warn her that we're stopping by. We get to Kevin's daughter's house. She meets him on the front lawn.
Nice.
They get into a screaming match while me and the girlfriend are in the car. Windows are down because I was farting. And then they're like, she's like, I don't want you in my life. He's like, I have to try. And the girlfriend is like, so how long you been doing comedy?
Yeah.
It was so bad. Kevin's life falls apart. He gets back in the car. He's like, oh, let's get you home. They get into it. It's kind of a hostage situation. They're arguing. I'm like, it's a left on LaSalle. I get out like a mile from my apartment. I'm like, you nailed it. Thank you, Kevin. Walk home. I go back out the second night for shows, and I was like, I don't know Louis Anderson, but I have to tell him this. So I go up to him. I'm like, hey, man, I just have to tell you, your friend Kevin is like going through it. And he goes, oh, I met that guy last night. He like fully did it on purpose. He was like, this guy seems crazy in the merch line. Louis had like a sick sense of humor, and it was the start of a beautiful friendship.
Wow. What a great guy. Chick, were you with me when we were in the Bahamas that one time where we had about 8 people in a cab? And
It sounds familiar.
We were going from the beach. We were going whatever that place we stayed.
The poop deck? Oh no, or the Radisson or whatever.
Yeah, but we were going downtown.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And we get near downtown, and the driver goes, "I've just got to go stop by my house."
Yes.
And
he was gone for what seemed like, well, this is where we live now.
He turns into the ghetto.
Yeah.
I mean, we are, all of a sudden, it's like we're in a scene from The Harder They Come, whatever it is. It was, and we were sitting in front of this guy's house. Okay, well, boy, this is kind of a fixer-upper, isn't it?
Man.
It's very scary. But
and there are certain places they've told us, well, when we used to go there every year, they'd say, don't go to this, stay on the hotel.
Don't go where we were.
And don't go where we were, yeah. Which is
a little
concerning.
Little slice of life.
We made it, yeah.
Yeah, we survived that one.
Lesson learned.
Yeah, we're going to find out what's going on with these guys. We've got a lot of other things going on. And Pat, I know you've been...
Yes, Tom.
You've got that song. Is your guitar plugged in?
It is.
How does it sound?
Beautiful.
Okay, good. Are
you ready, boy?
We're going to get a song out of Mr. Godwin. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Once again, Bo Burnham is our guest, and he has a little tour going. We'll give you some of those dates in a second. Go ahead, Bo.
Every time I go to dinner, seems like I'm getting a little bit thinner. I'll sit down at the breakfast table. I can talk while they're not able. When I look at them, I find there's a single question on their mind. I wish I could go back to the way it was. It's not easy now because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I guess it's always been that way. Well, maybe it's because of the way that I walk. Makes them think I like boys.
Oh, my.
The goddamn question just won't go away. And I get asked every single day. But the way they ask it is not a disguise. Like, how was your day? Do you like to kiss guys? This is the worst, baby. This was my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear. Because my whole family now is shocked. I'm in the closet and the door is locked. Well, now my glory days are gone. I was John Elway, now I'm Elton John. Well, my whole family now suspects that watching SpongeBob had side effects. I'm not gay, and that's what I said. If I'm gay, hey God, strike me dead.
That's a joke.
Just cause I'm afraid of the snow, or my favorite color is the rainbow. I'm just joking. This is the worst, baby, this was my fear. Now their opinions are crystal clear, yeah. Because even my boyfriend thinks I'm gay. I'm just... Oh, God. You all probably think I'm gay. Man, this song is counterproductive. La 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 la. Because my whole family thinks I'm gay. I said, what did they know anyway? You gotta look right through the haze. Easy bake oven was just a phase. And my whole family thinks I'm queer. That is all I ever hear. But I've been as straight as a ramp, if you don't count Bible camp. Bible camp. I'm not gay, I swear. Kind of.
Bo Burnham.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Now, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Hello.
I mentioned that our guests include that man. He is comedian Greg Warren. And this other guy who is word dude lexicographer. Did I get it right?
Yes, you did.
Steve Kleinedler, who is originally from Flint, Michigan, now living in Boston, part of the American Heritage Dictionary Group. And they've got a bunch of books that are actually kind of fun. The series is entitled 100 Words, etc. 100 words, for example, that make you sound great. 100 words that make you sound smart. We're looking at 100 words for lovers for Greg Warren and Christy Lee. Here's one.
We're not lovers.
Well, no, but you're on your dream. But here's one.
Yet.
Matter of time.
Here's one. Heartthrob.
Oh, heartthrob. Come on.
It's an easy one.
Sure it is.
I bet you're quite the heartthrob.
There you go.
Yeah.
I can feel my heart throbbing.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. When I pee, is that what you said?
Wow. Wow, that is really bad. Very uncomfortable.
Do you have another word? Now let's move on.
I like jalapeno and I cannot lie.
See, that's where I say that.
One of your people up front were telling me you were having a problem last time with the word entrance. That you were all reading it as entrance.
Well, when we first got it, so why in the world would entrance be?
Oh yeah.
Why would entrance be
in a book about lovers?
About lovers.
That is not an entrance.
That is not an entrance.
That is the wrong entrance.
That is an exit only.
Yeah, that's how we were doing.
That's how we. Yes, you're right. Entrance was.
Yeah, here it is, right here.
Greg, your eyes are so entrancing.
See, I told you they twinkle. Look at them.
They do twinkle.
To fill someone with delight, wonder, and love.
It looks like an entrance to an empty room.
There's nobody home.
I got stuff up here, Bob. I got stuff up here.
I'm sorry.
All kinds of stuff.
Okay, here we go, Greg. Here's an easy one. Ecstasy.
Oh, yeah.
Ecstasy.
And don't be going.
Do you know where I buy some ecstasy?
I'll tell you what would really make this date go better.
The only way I'm getting laid is if I can find some ecstasy.
Well, next word. All right.
You'll notice the American Heritage Committee did not put date rape in here for a reason.
Woo, all right.
Is roofie in there?
No, it is not.
Okay, here we go. Here's an easy one. Crush.
Oh, yeah.
I need to confess that
this chair's crushing my nuts.
Crush, please.
You are a horrible date
yeah, you
doctor.
Counselor.
You're telling me?
I'll have a beer and she'll have an orange crush.
And keep them coming.
Now, here's a word. If you can use this on a first date, comely.
Oh, that's not. You don't want to use
If this
that word.
happens, wait, I think
When you become a Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, what? Which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials not to hear.
So Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal?
Yeah, more or less.
So how about giving Bob and Tom VIP a try? Get the link at bobandtom.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
Got to keep everybody off balance. That's what I do.
Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk. There's Pat Godwin. Hey, Chick. He's got a guitar. It's Get Box out. There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
There's Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and here's Tom with our special guest.
And I was hoping for a song from Pat, but I've been informed we have another element of the show coming up. Sorry, Pat, you can put it away. Keep dusting it. We have a guest in the studio.
Don't dust.
We have Willie G and his buddy Tommy Brennan here in the studio with us. And I think Ace nailed it. Tommy looks like a young Tom Brady.
He does. And I noticed something. I was sitting in here talking to the boys when they were, sorry, you're younger than me, so you're the boys.
Oh, yeah.
You have a lot of chest hair for looking so baby-faced. I was looking right down your shirt the whole time.
Well, I transplanted it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has pubes like Larry Zonka.
Are you a hairy guy under all that?
I am, yeah.
You are? Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I got some, I don't know if that's the Irish or the German or whatever
Okay.
it is.
That's the Irish.
Yeah.
Because you have a very boyish face.
Right.
Yeah.
You say you're 30, but you could easily be in a movie about high school.
They call him
That's
Teen
the
Wolf.
goal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, his chest hair almost connects with his beard line.
Oh,
like
wow.
he's yeah, I like it.
Who's the hairiest among us?
I'm guessing Pat is probably up
I am
there.
not.
Chick, are you hairy?
I'm Harry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ace?
Yeah.
Nope.
No? Okay. Not me, for sure.
Oh, Oskay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it is.
Asuke
It's
wins.
Asuke for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I meant fully. I meant fully human, not part Bigfoot. Speaking of Oskay,
Or Harry guy.
there he is on the big screen.
That's a lot of hair.
Hey,
That's right.
did you trim your beard?
No.
It's because it's all fanned out.
Wait a minute. Is that the Undertaker on your tie?
That is.
That's
Pretty rad.
that's glorious.
Yeah,
And I've got my Paul Bearer tie. We go out together.
Nice.
You had to one up me, right, Josh?
No, I thought join in. I didn't.
Well, you're sitting next to Tom, so.
I'll one up you. I want to get a Sammy Terry tie. I love those horror movie names.
Sure.
It's
Wrestlers.
That's wrestling.
No, that's I know the horror movies are much funnier.
Should have been a lawyer.
I think we all can agree on that.
Hey, Jeff, that's the one up. That is the one up.
Spin Master, baby.
I don't lower myself to watch wrestling. Okay, what do we have going over there?
Well, Tommy and Tom, we give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we failed to mention.
Here's Jeff Oskay with Failed to Mention News.
Whoa!
I like that guy.
Yesterday, you all were talking about coffee enemas. Jess, you said you've done that before.
I have.
What you failed to mention, I've had an iced coffee enema before, painfully cold. Looking back, I probably should have gone with crushed ice. There's a new movement where people go to the movies and all knit together while watching the movie. It's called Knits at the Flicks. Well, you failed to mention I tried starting something like that here in the building for people on the restroom breaks.
Yeah?
Called Knits and...
I thought you were going to be doing a topless one for the ladies.
I did too.
That would have been way better.
No.
And finally...
Really?
Yeah.
Holy hell.
Busy week.
We learned this week that there's now naked yoga.
Oh, yeah.
Naked yoga. What you failed to mention, I've said it before, if yoga was really that great and beneficial, you wouldn't have to add dogs and goats and alpacas and beer and nudity just to get people to do it. And this is coming from someone who owned a yoga studio. You don't see other gyms offering Pilates and ponies. Planet Fitness doesn't have Catter Day. Come work out with your cat every Saturday. Now you can... Your cat, your long-haired Maine Coon Mitten can spot you while you're bench pressing. Oh, this weekend at Gold's Gyms? Llamas, liquor, and lunges. Speaking of yoga, have you ever met someone who just found yoga? Yeah. Oh, they're the worst. They start ending all their conversations with namaste. They sign their emails, namaste, their voicemail greeting. Sorry, Gretchen's probably at the studio. Leave a message, namaste. Nah, I'm over it. Even worse, yoga teachers. Yeah, I probably met 100 yoga teachers in my life. Two lived the life. 2 out of 100 were actually good people who practiced what they preached. The other 98, horrible people. Women who thought that somehow yoga was going to save them and turn them into not a horrible person. Guess what? Doesn't work. Let's all breathe in and center our focus on the true spirit of the moment. Be here without being here. Silence that inner voice that's telling us we're no good. No, Candace, listen to that voice. Stop ignoring it. You are a horrible person. Stop being a self-centered narcissist biatch. That inner voice you hear is something called a conscience. Stop trying to silence it. But yeah, naked yoga, sure, that'll fix you. I'll be honest, if yoga wasn't responsible for launching the best fashion trend ever, yoga pants, I would put forth legislation to have it banned worldwide. I'm Jeff Oskay with the Failed to Mention News Desk, and here's Pat Godwin with yoga pants.
I love a lady in a cocktail dress.
Namaste.
That's not my favorite, I confess.
Just throw it to
You
him.
know what makes me think of romance? A pretty woman in yoga pants. I'm behind a gallon yoga class. Can't take my eyes off her shapely ass. I should move, no namaste. Those yoga pants sure make my day.
Everybody.
All right.
Thank you, Pat.
Everybody.
And that was a hell of a handoff.
That was wonderful.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Jeffrey is right, though. That is terrific. Thank you very much. Now, we are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, and we have a couple stories you really have to get to. I think this one kind of applies to the previous segment. Do you have the one about the lady attacking her ex-boyfriend's car?
I do. A woman in Florida was arrested for vandalizing a stranger's car, thinking it belonged to her ex.
Oh,
whoops.
Whoops. We've all been there, ladies. Police responding to a 911 call about a young woman spray painting a vehicle found that 18-year-old Evelina Fabanoski had covered a car in yellow paint. Along with the words Jason and Devil, the woman allegedly painted various other scribbles, causing $5,000 worth of damage. The suspect, who was assisted by a 16-year-old girl, told officers that she was angry at her ex over a $700 debt she was owed. She was charged with criminal mischief, contributing to the delinquency of a child, illegal possession of alcohol, and a DUI.
I'm looking at her mugshot. Remember that show Wednesday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got those eyes.
Oh, from the Addams Family?
Yeah, the dead
Yep.
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could show you 50 mugshots and you'd be able to pick her
Well,
up.
in her defense, she was drunk and high off of spray paint fumes. So,
Just let her have some fun.
Yeah. Right?
Let the boys play, Ref. Come on.
Yeah, I'm very pro criminal mischief.
If it happened to me, I'd be furious, but it has to be a great day.
Especially for that 16-year-old girl.
Oh, yeah.
my God.
She had a ball.
You're going to Home Depot together? No, this is the good stuff.
Yes.
That'd be a great time.
Right, devil. Right, devil.
But it's the wrong car.
I know.
You got to do your homework. Some other guy comes. I mean, maybe the ex deserved it, but he's not even involved.
No.
They were just asking for it using mischief in that. They get what they get, okay? It's mischief.
Tired of mischief.
Well, now we have our guests in the studio, Willie G. and Tommy B. And Tommy, tell us more about your life. You've got a girlfriend. You had you're celebrating 1 year together?
About 1 year coming up in a week.
So you're on the road all the time. So when you say you're together, how often do you actually?
I try to get back during the week, you know.
Conjugal visits?
Exactly, yes. I see her. She's upstate. It's nice. No, I was making it.
I liked it.
I was like, wow, that missed big.
No, I liked it. It took us a second.
It seems very sincere.
That's right, because I just learned last year from Al that upstate means, as my mother would say, in the Hooskow, or up the river.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the old version, right? Up the river, you were in Sing Sing or whatever?
In the clink?
I don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, upstate is a nice way. It's a delicate way of saying in stir, if you will, in prison.
Yeah.
Pat, you got any prison songs?
Many.
Okay, very good,
I was in there for 14 hours. I wrote a lot.
You're changed, man.
Okay.
Yeah, makes you hard.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm not going to
like Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Okay.
I see, yeah.
Okay. Very good. We have time to squeeze in one more quick song. What have you got over there? What? I'm sorry. One more quick news story. Excuse me. Sorry.
Which one do you want? Do you want the plane or do you want the eel?
deplane.
Those are both very good.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back with the eel.
Yeah, we'll have to come back with. You could try the plane. That's so
Do the
gross.
plane? Okay.
Have you heard this?
A couple says they were forced to sit next to a corpse after a woman died on a flight from Australia to Qatar.
You know, I'd rather be stuck next to a corpse than some energy drink sales rep.
Right.
And you probably get to drink the her half a can of the Coke.
Exactly.
Mr. Mitchell Ring and Ms. Jennifer Collin were on a Qatar Airways flight. Qatar. About 10 hours in, a passenger collapsed and died.
Wow.
Yeah. Mr. Ring said that staff did everything they could, but unfortunately the lady couldn't be saved. The flight crew then put the woman's body in an empty seat next to the couple for the remaining 4 hours of the flight.
Well, why not her own seat?
I don't know.
That's what I would complain about.
Maybe she collapsed close to their row, and it was just easier to put her
you put
there.
that lady in the seat that lady was booked in.
What about the overhead?
Well,
Like,
yeah, I mean,
they're
you
not
would think
gonna
there would be some
fold her up.
closet or something they could stuff her in.
No, I don't want her touching my coat. Get her out of the overhead.
Would you feel better if she was in a body bag?
Yeah. At least a sheet over her, right?
Yeah, I don't think I'd have a problem with that.
Yeah.
No,
Seated next to
kind of
her.
lean her up against the
Yeah,
window
that'd
and
be fine.
You get the armrest.
If there's a TV in front of her and you're sitting next to her, do you turn on Mr. Bean just so you have the visual?
That's funny. Yeah.
Probably Weekend at Bernie's.
Right?
Yeah, that would be
Apt, yeah.
She'll have a Biscoff. Yeah.
Guy,
She wants a full Coke, too.
when they gets off the plane, they get off the plane, they're going down the escalator. There's a guy at the bottom holding a sign. He's a limo driver, corpse. I mean, there has to be a protocol. You'll have to ask your daughter. She's a flight
I'm
attendant.
sure there was. Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to desperately remember what they did in the event of a dead body. But
I assume they just have to prop it up, but
I know they have zip ties in case somebody, there's a problem.
Unruly, yeah.
But would you put it in the window seat?
Yeah, I would. Then you lean it up against.
Yeah.
Rather than the middle seat. That'd be, then you ruin.
Well, you don't want them falling into the aisle, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
You put it in the window seat and then seat belt them in, right?
Yeah.
So they don't fall over.
Pretty quick, she'd be in the upright and locked position.
Yeah, about an hour, yeah.
She's not going to mess with that tray table. She's hanging out. She's not reclining.
A really good passenger, actually.
Yes.
Very quiet.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Complaining about the mask at all. Yeah.
in the event where you need your oxygen masks, there's an extra one in row 15, seat B. You can both use that. That's so.
Well, when the plane lands, the body would lean forward. That'd creep you out, right?
It depends. I mean, how soon does rigor mortis set in?
I think it's
Pretty
hours,
quickly.
yeah.
I want to say 17 to 24. I just
that
read
long.
up on all this because of Gene Hackman. And they were there at least 3 days, I guess.
Ah.
Yeah.
At least.
What was going on with the
The
bodies?
word mummification was used.
Yeah.
It really was.
Yeah, it was.
Floating and bugged.
Now, so, Chick, you'd say
Yeah.
I guess Josh.
We got a question over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'd rather sit next to the dead body than a talker?
Absolutely.
Or somebody with their shoes off, or, somebody has to go to the bathroom all the
Take their
time.
shoes off.
This flight attendant comes by. Can I have her pretzels?
She has a peanut allergy.
Little bag. Wow, that is so gross. Coming up, we have two great stories I'm really excited including one about an eel.
Yes.
I know. Snake-like critter.
It's,
That's right.
Yeah.
It's rough. Prepare.
Lou Gossett and the eel.
It is rough. Okay.
Let me tell you about Prize Picks. Basketball playoff action is heating up. The app from Prize Picks, so simple to use. Just pick 2 or more players across any sport. Pick more or less on their projection, and you could win up to 1,000 times your money. Don't miss your chance to cash in. The league's best fight for playoff positioning. Join Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app, available to play in more than 40 states, including California and Texas. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code TOM and get $50 in bonus promo funds instantly when you play $5. That's code TOM on Prize Picks, $50 in bonus promotional funds instantly. If you play $5, win or lose, you'll get $50 in bonus credit just for playing, guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. A lot of great action coming, of course, on the TV with a lot of basketball coming up. So check out Prize Picks. Have some fun. Now, also coming up, as I mentioned earlier, we have eels in places they shouldn't be. I'll put it that way.
Remember when the eel bit Lou Gossett's head in the deep? Remember that?
Yeah.
Squished just like a chocolate Whopper. Remember that?
Yeah. That's one of the few movies people would get just to watch the credits and opening credits and then
Jackie Bissett
and then retire. Oh, that's very, very erotic.
Into Nippleville. Oh,
yeah. Okay. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Hotsy totsy. Don't you mean hot cha cha cha? Is that too many chas? This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hi, Christy Lee here. How would you like to go on vacation with me? No, seriously. Join me September 28th on a journey through the lovely landscapes of England, Scotland, and Wales with Paulette. We'll travel through the charming countryside and also experience the historic cities of London and Edinburgh. Experience the best of Britain's rolling countryside and bustling cities rich in history and culture. We'll see the iconic landmarks of London. Visit the storybook villages of Oxford, Chester, and Shakespeare's Stratford-upon-Avon. We'll behold regal jewels of Edinburgh's castle and visit the medieval walls of York. This and so much more. The best part? Paulette makes travel easy, including flights, meals, hotels, sightseeing, and local experiences. It's all planned for you. You can just sit back and have the time of your life. Don't miss your chance to see Britain with me. This is going to be a great group and an amazing trip. I already know we're going to have so much fun. Call Colette at 800-581-8942 or visit bobandtom.com to learn more. Don't miss out. Call Colette at 800-581-8942.
So we have invited Leslie and Lindsay, two beautiful young women, to volunteer to get a tan. And I believe Leslie, is Leslie ready to come? Oh, okay, here we go. Leslie is, how can I word this? It appears that you have not been in the sun at all.
I'm fair-skinned.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, but you have virtually no tan lines.
No, I haven't been in the sun in a couple
No
weeks.
swimming, no, okay. Very light complected with dark hair. So, Leslie, this is a semi-personal question. When you go on a regular basis, do you go with the bikini on, or do you go
I do not. I wear the paper panties.
Paper panties.
Disgusting. Or
So everybody likes the no tan line look, huh?
It's like a
She
map.
has a tan line, it's just not up top.
I'm a tan line fan. But now,
Noted.
now presumably, then you're going to have a tan line now.
You know, even she's caught on to you.
Yeah.
Even Angie, our guest.
Even our guests are like, yeah,
Noted.
whatever,
Move on.
Tom,
Let's bring in
geez.
Tim Cavanaugh.
Lindsay is another gorgeous woman. Step right up there, Lindsay.
Come on in. To my office.
She's
wearing a Bob and Tom bikini.
Is that me on your breast?
A Bob and Tom bikini with Bob and Tom on her buttocks. Who is the genius?
I don't know, but
How is she going to get more tan?
she's lightly tan.
she does
now.
have some tan.
So what are you going to do?
Pretty tan.
So what do you do to Lindsay when you're already a little bit tan?
It's just going to enhance her color.
Okay.
It's just going to make her even tanner.
When you become the Bob and Tom VIP member, you get more and less.
Wait, which one is it? More or less?
It's both. VIP members get more stuff to hear and less commercials to not hear.
So, for clarity's sake, Bob and Tom VIP is a good deal.
Yeah. More or less. Get it? More or less.
Woo! Party! Oh, okay, let's settle down. Because now, here's where I tell you how to become a Bob and Tom VIP. First, click on the link at bobandtom.com. Then, you'll figure it out.
Wait a minute.
What?
Okay, I'm not sure exactly what's happening. Could you focus on the big screen?
Oh, Oh,
my goodness.
gracious.
Hey guys, it's some bitch Ed's out this week. He's at the National Toilet Festival in San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
So no Ed Septic?
No Ed. It's me, Turd Wrench Tina.
Hi, Tina.
Is that right?
Yeah. He's out there in San Francisco for the Toilet Festival. Did you guys know that's where the Golden Gate Bridge is?
No. I think it's the Golden Gate.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, okay.
If you didn't know, Ed is my stepbrother once removed. And the once removed part comes from the time that Meemaw found us behind the shed and had to get the hose out to separate us.
I see.
Yeah, that was the last time we played Pipes and Drains again.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
It was the last time I played with pipes at all. Turns out that the flapper valve is more my speed.
Oh, really? Who knew?
Yeah. So basically, unlike that sumbitch Ed, I'm gonna fix your pipes and bang your wife. A small upcharge. I'll send you one of those cell phone videos when I get on back up to the shop.
Oh, how nice. That's
All right.
exciting.
I'm gonna let you guys get back to it.
Thanks, Tina.
Thank you. Third wrench Tina.
Third Wrench Tina. Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. We're in the O'Reilly Auto Parts studio. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. And Tom's here and with our special guest.
I just noticed something.
All right.
This room is as colorful as it's been in ages.
Well, that's because you don't like color.
But that came off wrong.
Not really.
Nope, that was
Fairly accurate.
might have been the truest thing I've ever said.
No, I mean, typically,
53 checks out for sure.
Sorry.
You like blacks and grays and browns and sepia.
But you go around the room. I've got like on black and dark blue. Ace is wearing all black. You're wearing gray and black. Then we get to guest comedian Tommy Brennan. That jacket, like yellow, red, blue.
Yeah.
That you look like you're going sailing in 1981.
I'm starting to think I've got some attention-seeking behavior.
Good a little peacocking over there?
Maybe, yeah.
And then Willie's got a swath of yellow and green, and then
If you want advice about attention-seeking behavior, my therapist is great. He can really help you out.
Incredible.
Ms. Hooker's got kind of a blue.
Yeah.
And then
sky blue.
And then Josh has on a red check flannel.
Yeah. Red for Friday?
Josh is
Red
that
for
shirt's
Friday.
real dumb.
Josh, I don't think it's some. I think you're handsome, and I'm telling you this: with that flannel and that mustache, there are certain parts of both females, but also within the gay community. I think you would just be cleaning up.
Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah,
the fellas, the very end of the firefighter type, the bear type, looking big and strong.
Right,
the bear type.
Yeah, man.
I always find it very flattering when I'm hit on by a gay dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm not one to. I'm not gay, so I don't accept any offers, but I certainly am flattered every time.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the next morning when you wake up there? You continue to say,
hey, remember,
I'm not gay. I'm not gay.
I just really enjoy the penis in my mouth.
And thank you.
I mean, really.
And thank you for the
Thank you.
pizza.
And,
Okay.
a great pizza place.
I have a couple letters here.
Sound system.
We had the news story about the world record in which the guy was put in a straitjacket.
Back to that.
And he just our letter writer has
Let's
a point.
look at the video.
We don't have to see the video. I
think we do. I love the video. It's the best part of it.
The guy's in this like wooden phone booth like thing. He's in a racetrack. He's trying to get out of a straitjacket.
He's in the straitjacket in the box, trying to get out of everything.
Guy's driving at him in a BMW, and he gets out at the last second, jumps to the side, and the thing explodes.
Very exciting.
But you'll notice that the our letter writer, Dear Bob and Tom, I noticed that he's wearing a white straitjacket. I've noticed this. Straitjackets are always white. How do you stay in fashion after Labor Day?
That is a good question.
It's a fair question.
Yeah, in the old booby hatch.
Yeah, on the old nut house.
I'm sorry, I can't
Old
put that
Crazy Acres.
Now, sometimes they're striped. You've seen them, especially in like Arkham Asylum, I think, uses a lot of striped straitjacket.
I believe Scarecrow was in a striped straitjacket.
And then this letter references the story about the woman whose actual name is Soon Bang, S-O-O-N, and then new word B-A-N-G, and Ms. Bang charged with operating a brothel in New Jersey. And our letter says she obviously has the slogan, "You get the most bang for your buck," which I think is lovely. Thank you very much. But right now it's time to, speaking of objects in the body, we have this delightful story.
All right.
A man in Vietnam is lucky to be alive after a live eel he inserted into his anus punctured his colon.
Wow.
It did what to his colon?
Punctured.
Punctured.
So I'm assuming it means it bit.
Well, we'll get there. The Straits Times
Ironic.
reports that the 31-year-old Indian national was hospitalized last month for severe abdominal pain. Doctors learned that the man had inserted a large eel into his anus.
You know he tried I don't know what it is, Doc. Oh, you know what? It might be that eel I shoved in there.
I'll be honest, I'm not going to judge a man who puts an eel in his anus.
Yeah. All right.
That's amore. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Amore is amore, baby.
Wow, that is
I appreciate it.
delightful.
Delightful.
During emergency surgery, they discovered the nearly 26-inch long eel.
Oh,
Okay,
what the hell is that?
That's big.
You know, I think we found your answer, sir.
Yeah. Do you remember putting an eel in your ass? Do you remember?
But it's about to get worse.
They discovered that the eel had bitten through the patient's rectum and colon to escape into the abdominal cavity.
I would imagine that the eel doesn't care for this. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, it wants out.
Hold on. But after removing the eel, the doctors also extracted a lemon through the anus.
A garnish of sorts?
You got to season it, Josh.
A lemon.
Well, when you have eel, you got to...
A lemon? Well,
Tommy, Brennan, your thoughts on this?
Well, I'm wondering, does the lemon, was that like bait for the eel?
Right.
That's true. It was not clear how and when the lemon had been inserted into the man's rectum.
Maybe a lead blocker. You know?
Maybe he put the eel in, hoping it would. Wait a minute.
He went to lemon and then he sent the eel in to get the lemon. Yeah.
Well, I think Tommy's onto something here. You put the lemon in to keep things open because the eel won't try to get in. You have to slide it in.
It's kind of like, when Sloth in the Goonies holds the boulder up so that everyone else can get through.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
The lemon, I don't know.
When
You're
life
right.
gives- when life gives you lemons, shove them back there.
Yeah.
Figure something out.
Boy.
Aren't you glad you didn't wake up this morning thinking, you know something? I think 2 beers and an eel and a lemon. It is Friday.
I hate when they use teeth,
Yes.
Our guest,
if it's a lemon, we're going to have to get a shandy, I would think. Summer shandy?
Right.
Wine and cool. Okay.
Sours before 5.
Yes.
It's not the season for a shandy. Our guest, Willie G.
Pat, do you have a song about the eel?
You do?
Oh, we could do something like that.
I think he does. Yeah.
So I'd like to know where you got the moray. I'd like to know where you got the moray. Eel in the butt. Oh, baby. Eel in the butt. Get that eel out now. Eel in the butt. Eel in the butt, baby. Oh, eel in the butt. Thank you very much, everybody. Running gag.
We're carrying him out on our shoulders.
No verse.
Talked about no verse.
He was squirming in there. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's find out more about our guest, Tommy. And Tommy, you're a huge family, 8 kids, right?
Big family, yeah. 8 kids.
What your parents interesting jobs of any kind?
Mom's stay-at-home mom. Dad's a doctor.
Oh, wow. What
kind
kind?
of fun, yeah, because I don't have health insurance, so it's a good relationship. He's like, I don't believe in your career. I'm like, me too. Right back at you. It was, my dad's a doctor. We everything was at home for us. If you know medical people, they don't really believe in healthcare, so everything was at home. Operations, stitches. I got stitches 2 times on our kitchen table. That's got to be malpractice. It wasn't sterile. My dad would clear off the mail and be like, "Get up there." It's also how I was conceived, but I old habits die hard. Yeah. It was a fun time. Never went to a doctor. Still don't really know how to behave when I go. It's like a stranger.
Sure.
He's like, "Do you smoke?" I'm like, "Are you gonna tell mom?" I'm scared.
That is very awkward.
Yeah. My dad and I, We're good. It's I still use them for like medical care though, but it's a weird relationship to have with your primary care physician. He'll tell me to drink less. I'm like, you got to hug more. Let's treat the root cause, not the symptom.
And by the way, just a little word of warning: you're getting to the age where.
I know. I got to get a new one before then.
Yeah, maybe.
Otherwise I'm going to send a Neil up there.
Yeah, maybe time. That is an awkward day.
Yeah.
Especially if it begins with. What's your mom's name?
Aaron.
Hey, Aaron. Well, I'm out of gloves. You got those ones you use in the dishwasher? Okay. No,
I'd wash the table off real quick if I were you.
Last week, this show emanated from Iowa. We had a great time. We also sold a bunch of shirts, and we're going to give the money to the Stead Family Children's Hospital. I think we're going to have a number on that, I guess, by Monday. I know it's approaching $9,000. Is that right? $10,000. Oh, cool. Well, great. We're going to be doing a new shirt. We got a couple of visits coming in honor of the baseball season. We're going to be visiting Cincinnati and Toledo, Ohio, and we will have some very special shirts. And once again, donating the money to a children's hospital in those towns. So we'll be letting you know about all that coming up. You ever been to Iowa, by the way, Tommy?
I have, yeah. Last time I was in Iowa, I really embarrassed myself.
Oh,
we were doing a show, and I don't know. I got some like road jokes that like are plug and play. I almost said it. Yeah.
I was like, this story's gonna be rad.
Oh my God.
No, I got like some plug and play jokes where you make fun of the town nearby, and I asked, I was in Dubuque and I asked for a town to make fun of, and this bartender said Waterloo. So I get on stage and I take 4 or 5 swings at Waterloo, really bombing, like missing big. Can't figure it out, and then I get off stage, and my buddy Tim Smith, who was headlining, he stops me on the way off stage. He goes, "Hey, Waterloo is the only historically black town in Iowa."
Crazy.
So the bartender completely screwed me over.
Wow.
I was up there looking so racist. Wow. I was saying stuff like, "Go back to Waterloo." If I wanted to dive and overdose, I'd move to Waterloo. All this crazy stuff, and she didn't get what I was going for. She was black and from Waterloo, and I was like, "You see what I look like? You can't tell me that."
Yeah,
it was. That was a nightmare. I haven't been back to Iowa since.
Yeah, we often talk to comedians that they'll do a corporate gig. And the person that sets it up will come up, "Oh, yeah, you got to make fun of our CEO's wife." You learn after a while, you don't want to do that. It doesn't always go over. We've all learned that lesson. That is, but in every place has a place they want you to make fun of.
Yeah,
that can really backfire.
Yeah. Well, people like to think they're better than the town next to them.
Everybody does that.
Yeah, local audiences love that stuff.
Yeah.
They do, yeah.
Everybody hates somebody, yeah.
When I started, I learned in Chicago, you make fun of Indiana. In Indiana, you make fun of Kentucky. Kentucky, make fun of Tennessee. Tennessee, make fun of Kentucky. And then it stops. That's the full cycle.
That's the chain.
It's so interesting how that works. I can remember George Lopez, the comedian, was telling us one time the hierarchy of people who speak Spanish. And there's like a whole thing, like the Castilian Spanish #1, blah blah blah, and it goes down the line, and then you get way down, and everybody hates. I won't go into the details, but he thought
when George says it, it's really funny.
Yes, yeah,
it's a hate crime.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, thank you very much. We have time to get to some other stuff coming up, including we're going to be moving our Today in History segment in the future, but today we'll do it. Coming up next, we have some interesting things happening, including some birthdays and some important dates in history that are on the way. But right now, it's important that you can go home and relax this weekend and feel comfortable in your surroundings.
In the bosom of solitude. Even Superman had
a fortress of solitude.
Portrait of solitude. That's right. And you should have Simply Safe. We trust Simply Safe here at the Bob and Tom Show. We got cameras up here. Traditional security systems, not Simply Safe, only take action after somebody's already broken into your home, and that's way too late. Simply Safe now has Active Guard outdoor protection that can help prevent break-ins before they happen. Simply Safe has AI-powered cameras backed by live professional monitoring agents that monitor your property and detect suspicious activity. If somebody's lurking around or acting suspiciously like a lurker lurking, agents see and talk to them in real time. The agents can activate spotlights and even contact the police all before they have a chance to get inside your house. There's no long-term contracts or cancellation fees with Simply Safe, and monitoring plans start affordably at around $1 a day. 60-day satisfaction guaranteed or your money back. And Simply Safe named Best Home Security System by U.S. News & World Report for 5 years in a row. Visit simplysafetom.com and get 50% off a new system with professional monitoring plan and your first month free. That's 50% off. Just go to simplysafetom.com. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, we have important things involving important people, including birthdays and other fun things. You'll find us in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, and we are the Bob and Tom Show.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
I don't know. I'm trying to put together a new CD here. I'm trying to get a bunch of songs gathered up here. I think it's time. And I don't know. Do you guys want to hear some unreleased material?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Absolutely. That's right.
Well, here we go. Unreleased. This is a song called I'll See You in Heaven.
All right.
Well, I was 21 years old when I married my sweetheart. And we swore that we would love each other until forevermore. We lived happily together on a farm by the hillside, and each day was better than the one before. Well, except of course for this one day when she was tilling out in the field and she fell off her tractor and got run over by a bush hog. And I'll never forget, as I held her in my arms, the last words that she said to me. She said, "Baby, I'm gonna wait for you in heaven." Well, a couple days went by, and eventually I just got over it. And I started hanging out with some 21-year-old beach bunny. We moved out to California and bought a house on the shore, and each day was pleasant as can be. Well, except, of course, for this one day when she was shredding out on the point break and she slashed up on a rip curl and got yanked out to sea. And when I was sitting on my beach blanket, I'll never forget the last words that she shouted across to me. She said, "Baby, I guess I'm gonna see you in heaven." Well, when my time finally came, I was at the pearly gates, and my first wife was there, and she said, "See, baby, I told you I was going to wait for you." But it was kind of an awkward situation, because Beach Bunny was right behind her, and she said that she was going to wait for me too. So I didn't know what to say, so I tried to make a dumb joke, and I said, "Hey, maybe we could all have a threesome." And the angels in heaven didn't care for that remark, and nothing I could say could appease them. And that's when I was stricken down to hell. Well, the moral of this story is if you're ever in a love triangle and both of your loves just die in some bizarre, odd, geographically relevant, contrived manner, well, don't try to ask for a threesome in heaven, or you'll end up in hell just like me. Yeah, you'll end up in hell just like me.
Henry Phillips. juicy date with Ralph and Christy Lee. And interestingly enough, Ralph said you'd pick her up in your Mini Cooper.
Yeah, pick her up in the Cooper.
Take her to a sushi place.
Take her to a sushi place and
ask
some good music.
Ask her about her day and what she's interested in.
And then a little dancing.
Yeah. That's impressive.
And see when you're dealing with
take you dancing.
Oh yeah, you got to go dancing. You got to let your hair down. Oh yeah. Touch her a lot.
Are you drinking?
You drinking more than me. Yes, indeed.
Well, back up one. Touching her a lot.
Yeah, you touch her
when you dance.
What I know about Christy, and you can feel out whether a woman likes to be touched. And you touch her, you just make body contact, but not like you're trying to feel her up, but just put your hand on her back every now and then. And on the small of her back.
Let it slide down.
No, it's just you can feel it.
No, you are.
Now let me ask you,
a woman is like an instrument.
What would you wear?
Practically nothing.
If we're going to sushi, don't wear a suit. Don't put a suit on. It's just just casual. Just put a nice summer sweater on or something like that.
You wear cologne?
Just a little bit. Yeah, not too much.
What kind do you wear?
I go with Gucci Envy.
Really? Do you have that on now?
Yeah. Yeah,
Christy, give him a snort.
Get in there.
And
oh my God!
Did you
very
lick
clean.
him? Did you lick him?
I think she did. That was nice.
Tom's gonna get whipped.
I gotta hit that.
Yes, you do, Tom.
He's very clean.
Really good.
This is creepy.
I'm getting a little creeped out here. Woo, look at that.
Tom, you look like Tom, you look like your adopted son has just graduated college. You're over there.
And this is the one from Cambodia, and this is the one from Africa.
I want to smell Christy now.
I didn't put on anything.
That was hilarious.
Oh my
I was told
God!
not to wear
That smells good, Ralph.
Does Ralph smell better than Christy?
No,
He's wearing cologne. I'm not. That's not fair.
Christy smells like her shampoo. She smells good. But no, Ralph you smell great. What's that stuff called?
It's called Gucci Envy.
It's very clean smell.
Yeah, it's nice.
That is not bad.
Not overpowering.
And see, men have a tendency to put it on until they can smell it. You're not supposed
do that.
to.
No.
You spray it in the air just in front of you and walk through it.
That's right.
That
Spray
is
'em
always enough. Just spray one time. Don't spray 4 or 5.
Spray and
just
walk.
one time.
See, I'm not a cologne
and
person.
trust that other people.
Now,
will
when you
smell
walk through, when you spray it, do you spray high?
No, you spray it
low.
about
You gotta spray below your eyes,
neck
Bob,
and
or
chest
you'll
level,
burn.
And then
neck and
do you
chest level.
sprint through it real quick before it hits the ground? How do you do that? I've
But
never
how
heard of
fast
that.
are you going?
Yeah,
Stand there on the ready like it's a sprint.
So you spray and then you
Otherwise, you're going to have penis in there.
My goodness, it smells good.
Gonna hit you right in the.
So you got to move while it's kind of
Right.
I mean,
kind of about eye level.
if you're spraying chest high and walking through it, I'm sorry, you're going to be getting the boys.
That's
the other
it,
thing
huh?
about scents is that women love to explore it too. So if they catch it, and then they'll try to go and look for it again a little later.
Oh, really?
Like, where was that?
Well,
You are an
maybe I should
amazing
just
guy.
coat it in.
I was raised by wolves, so I understand women.
Okay.
I understand women a little
That's
bit.
really Jim Jeffries tickets. He's at Clues tomorrow night. Check out Q95.com to win tickets.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Jess Hooker at the Silac Insurance News Desk.
Hello.
We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. There's Pat Godwin. Hi, Chick. Hello, Josh Arnold. Chick. Ace Cosby's here. I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold. And we have our special guest.
We got Willie G right there.
Hey, Pop.
And Tommy B. Tommy Brennan. The two of them are on the road. They will be at the Leisure Club in Columbus, Ohio tonight, then Cincinnati's Commonwealth Sanctuary Saturday and Sunday. It's the famous Hilarities in Cleveland, Ohio. We've got a couple special shows that'll be coming to you from Ohio, kind of, down the road a piece. I'll give you all the details on
Absolutely
that.
They really are in Ohio.
Unless they move Cincinnati or Toledo.
I think
they really are.
technically one of them may emanate from northern Kentucky.
You know what? He's right. Sorry, guys.
Wait a minute. Now, you're telling me that's Kentucky over there?
Yeah.
This is the Ohio River? Is that what you're saying? Huh.
Okay.
If you know, you know.
Well, that's right.
Now, we were talking about...
Some of you really enjoyed that.
Localization. Now, you are a Buckeye.
I am. Well, yeah, I'm a Buckeye. That's right.
Do people from
Columbus, Ohio, baby?
Do people from
The
Ohio
State Buckeyes. What do you want to know?
You're fired up, chick. Yell at him.
I'm fired
You're
up.
a national champion now, man.
Damn right. Now we got the natty,
Don't
baby.
take this from him.
We fought for that ship.
Now, you grew up a fan of two things. The Ohio State Buckeyes, of course, and the,
not hitting your kids. Yes.
Yeah, and then the Washington Football Club.
That's right.
Is there a where the what do you call it when the two streams meet? Is there a favorite Ohio State football player that became a Redskin, as they were called?
Oh goodness, yes. Right now, Terry McLaurin is wide receiver.
I mean, Ohio State. So that's like double your pleasure, double your fun.
Noah Brown's Ohio State guy. There's a couple of linebackers from Ohio State.
That's got to be great.
I'm not up to snuff on my roster, but yeah.
Because I could work up a poster
all the time
where we could have each one of these guys with their Ohio State photo, then their Redskins / Commanders photo.
Would you? That would be really great. If you could bring the poster in and work on it during the show, that would be really great. And call PJ during the show.
I just tried to call him; he didn't answer.
And check with him and see how things.
We're working on something. Right now, it is time to.
Did anybody answer the phone? It wasn't a doctor, was it?
No, he's okay.
Okay, that's good.
Let's see if he tried to call. Okay, let's go forward here. We have
what do we got?
A question. Actually, I think you'll get this one really easily.
Well, wait a minute.
April 2nd.
Yes, he knows what day it is.
I bet her it's Kelly's birthday.
Oh!
Once again, she was sick, so I
thought she was sick.
She was really, so I had to sleep in the guest room last night. So there's her first present. Here we go. I tell you what, I'm going to run this one by Tommy Brennan. Because you're a man that's not of a certain age.
Yeah.
See if you get this one.
He's 30.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to get this one. On this date,
he's not going to get it if you don't taste it.
No,
I don't think you get it.
I'm trying to
ask him?
Spit it out, mushmouth. Let's go.
After all the pauses you did during your poem, I'm taking a bunch of credit.
Dramatic pauses. Thank you, guys.
That was the single most wonderfully performed poems I've ever heard.
They're called iambic beats.
Boom.
We got to get you at a poetry read, man. We got to get you in a coffee shop.
I hate it.
Here we go. This took place in 1983.
Harriet.
Tommy, only don't shout out the answer.
Okay.
This television program aired on this date in 1983. An estimated 70% of all the televisions that were watching this show. The audience estimated to be pretty much as the last Super Bowl. 125 million people.
Wow.
What show was it?
Saturday Night Live.
It was not.
No, that's not 50
No.
years. No.
This is 7 years before you're born. How old are you? 30?
30. This is 11 years before
Yeah, this
I was
is way.
born.
Wow.
I'll give you a hint. It was the final episode of this program, and it was technically a sitcom.
Is it named after a city?
MASH.
MASH is the correct answer.
Yes. God, that made me very...
And I did the math on this. There were actually more half-hour episodes of MASH than there were half hours of the Korean War.
And arguably, next to the final Seinfeld episode, the worst finale in the history of the world.
It was awful.
It was considered bad?
Yes.
I had no idea.
It was not
Too
good.
bad.
It was bad.
And
There you go. Look at that.
And that whole show went off the rails after about 3 years. Anyway,
they decided not to be actors. They just decided to become them. And
yeah, it really stopped being funny. But of course, there's a channel now that does nothing but play it every day. Okay, Tommy, so far you got that one.
Yeah.
You have to get 3 to get any
allowed to leave.
Okay.
Or to get my voice on your voicemail.
A Carl.
Yeah.
What the hell's that?
Carl Castle.
Yeah, Carl Castle.
Nobody
joke.
wants that.
I love that show. Here we go. In 2013, this gentleman, man of the cloth, resigned from his position. 2013, famously, for the first time in this position in hundreds of years. Who was it?
Pope Benedict?
Yes.
Very good.
Oh, that is great.
Benedict,
Look at the Catholic boy cook.
I think I broke it.
Yeah. And
Will you grow up over there?
yeah. And if you remember,
sorry, my fault.
if you remember carefully, when Pope Benedict resigned,
Benedict?
he recommended Kamala Harris run for office. And
there is something there. Yeah,
there's definitely something there.
You hawk.
Personally, I wanted Bernie in there. But.
Now, birthdays. I love this guy, this actor.
Say hers first, dude.
Okay, sorry. 1915, Zero Mostel.
Oh.
Great actor.
I thought you were going to say Kelly was born in 1950.
No.
Wow, she looks great.
Zero Mostel, great. Did you ever see the movie The Front?
I have seen The Front.
Yeah.
He should have won Best Supporting Actor.
Yeah, I don't
even know if he was nominated.
I love that movie.
I think the producers, right?
Yeah.
Drug it down.
Yeah.
That whole movie's
happy birthday, friend of the show, Mario Andretti, born in this state in 1940. Always a really nice guy to hang out with, and of course a brilliant driver.
Italian fella.
1948.
That's Italian.
Oh, sorry,
Josh.
Bernadette Peters.
I love her.
For those that slept with her, Burning Peters, they used to call her.
Okay.
Yep.
Fairly.
Steve Martin, I believe, right?
Caught the nail in Cuba, I think it was.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think that's
From Fidel?
and then on this date in 1953, this is the killer for you, Tommy.
Okay.
I'm going to give you one of the names, and you got to come up with the one that's more well known. 1953, they discovered DNA. It was Francis Crick and Sherlock Holmes is your hint.
Oh, boy.
Oh, come on, man. You got to nail this one.
I'm not even sure what the question was. They discovered DNA.
The question's fairly elementary.
My dear.
You got this.
Sherlock.
The book, The Double Helix.
This is so mean to do, by the way.
Yeah.
I'd like to embarrass our guests.
Yes, it is.
Elementary.
Why don't you just say,
my
come
dear,
on, dummy?
My dear Watson.
There it is.
James, I would never have gotten that either, so I don't feel
it
bad
doesn't
for you.
give
So
Watson's
what
first
happened
name
on this date?
They discovered DNA.
Yeah, and then
Or napkin
Josh
or whatever.
discovered DNA in one of his T-shirts this morning.
Discovered it. I put it there.
Millions of lost souls.
My laundry's a Holocaust.
Can you fill a hole with that stuff?
I can, yeah. I can fix a flat.
It's like Flex Seal.
That's what I thought.
That was great. Thank you very much, everybody. We are in the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. This is the Bob and Tom Show.